Crack-a-lackin', homies. Welcome to another episode of Lefty Live on a Thursday night. Cheers. Cheers. Got my Dr. Pepper cream soda as per the usual. Feeling pretty good. Let me see. Let me clean this camera a little. See if that. There we go. There we go. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Looked a little grainy. What's cracking, guys? Maybe I got these lights too low. Let me lift those up just a little. Check out my nips. My nippies. Check out my nippies. The fuck? I got a broken wheel. As my kid would say, my legs are broken. My legs are broken. Can you carry me? What's going on, everybody? T-Fetch, what's up? Ground Fog, what up, dog? Drinkwater, channel member, fireworks for you, bro. Jesse Adams is a channel member. You get them fireworks too. You get your own fireworks, though. Can't be sharing fireworks. What's going on? Censor, what up? What up? Nick in the house. What up, Nick? Craig, what's cracking, dude? How you doing? Gluten-free EDC. That's Brian. Gluten-free EDC. He'll be your gluten-sensitive representative. If you know what I'm saying, go check out his channel. Javon, channel member. What up, my boy? Javon, how's it going, man? Is this Saturday a off the edge, or is it next Saturday? Man, they all run together, don't they? Ed Harrison, channel member. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? If you want fireworks, go down the description and sign up to be a channel member. Eugene Krabs, what up, dude? Addicted to Knife. Lewis, what up, man? Oh, Lewis is back. He got prototypes. He's got them knife juices flowing. The knife juice is flowing through them veins right now. What's going on, Lewis? You get Chris's NAF. This one. Is that what's happening right now? Is it using no, it's using this camera. I don't know why. It looks a little weird to me. Just it doesn't look like 4K or with 1080p or whatever. It looks a little off. Looked a little off, man. Maybe it could be my eyes because I'll just swap my contacts out. So very possible. Very possible. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. It's a slick little knife here. I got some cool stuff in. I got this Bala song fork from Obi. It's pretty, weird, but it's actually not that bad. It makes some good sounds too. I don't know how to Bala song, so luckily it has no edge on it. It does have a bottle opener, a can opener, a wrench, and a glass breaker. Oh, man. It's a good size, though. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing them come out with a bladed version of this. But, yeah, it's from O-Tool. So, if you want to be an O-Tool, you can get one of them. I think they're available. I don't know. Check out my link down below. Obi. I got a code, LeftyEDC, to save you 10% while you're buying your forks. Pretty stout fork here. And it's got 4 prongs, which, is that normal for forks? I don't know. I feel like they usually have 3. Chase R, what up, dude? Channel member up in here. How you doing, man? Goondocks. Yeah, you saw them titties. And the nips. Saw the nips, too. What up, Nick? How's it going, man? Paul Mills, what up? Big Cheese. Richard Kastner, what's going on? Bradley Fredericks, channel member up in here. Give him some fireworks. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. He said this Saturday. All right. We got some stuff to talk about. I'm pretty deep down the flashlight rabbit hole right now. Speaking of which, hello Merceau, how you doing, man? I'm learning stuff. I'm trying to learn, but I picked up a Laulima Metalcraft titanium ion slim, so I'm excited to get that in. And I have the CWF peanut on the way from Urban EDC. They sent me one before, but I didn't really like spend time with it. I kind of was like, it's too big, but now I'm kind of like, maybe I'm gonna get one of those. It kind of seems cool. It's got like secondary colors and shit. You know how I do. I go down rabbit holes. I got in the F3 from FocusWorks from Urban EDC this week. So I have a video coming comparing the F2 and the F3. I got in this Raylight and Vosteed Rook. Not bad. $70. It's pretty good for $70. I absolutely hate the tail switch on it, but other than that, it's actually pretty cool. I did a bunch of Woobin shit. I just got this one in. There's a video coming on this one. This is a Woobin X2, and this thing is wild. Of course, I asked for the crazy-ass ink-splattered titanium one. Look at this thing. It goes perfectly with my my Flow Party Little Bro. But this thing is wild. So you can actually adjust each setting. So it has like a moonlight, or no, it has like a low, medium, high, and turbo, maybe something like that. And you can adjust each one. It has like stepless dimming, and you can adjust your low between like 5 and 100 lumens. You can adjust your medium between 100 and 400, and your high between 400 and 800. That's pretty wild for a flashlight. But anyway, I got a video coming on that. So lots of flashlight stuff happening lately. Just kind of what I've been into. And, it's kind of fun to be learning stuff again and not just like, another knife, Looks like my guest is here. So Ben is on the injury list this week. So we got Donnie. We got stuck with fucking Donnie. So we got another. He's another loser. I mean, lefty like me. So I'm gonna bring him on here. What's up, dude?
That might be the best introduction I've ever. Hey,
don't worry, I didn't plan that one at all.
How's it going, bro?
It's going. How are you?
Oh man, having a good time. Nice. The boss is gone, so I get to misbehave.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we get to talk some shit tonight. It'll be good. He's not watching, right?
Hey man, you never know who might be. He's got his burner account, his burner.
Let's get you in trouble. Come on, man. Yeah. Hey, what up? Work Knife Balance channel member. Some fireworks for you, bro. Oh, I didn't give Merceau any. Just talked about you for like 5 minutes. Hold on, let me give you some more. There we go.
That's it. What's up, guys?
See if I missed anybody. Happy Haptics EDC. He's the one who started the FocusWorks thing. You're the reason I got into the goddamn 14500s, and now I'm well down that rabbit hole.
That's a dangerous world, my friend. I have not entered the custom flashlight game yet, but
you got to check it out, man. It's pretty nice. There's not a ton of options, so I feel like I'm gonna run out of stuff. It's not gonna be like knives where you can just endlessly buy shit. I mean, we'll see, but it also depends on what you're willing to carry. Like for the longest, I never wanted to carry anything bigger than a AAA flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy. I only really had 2 options. But
they look good though.
Then those fuckers convinced me to try a larger one.
Who makes that one?
This is FocusWorks F2. Dude, these are $185. Custom flashlight.
Man.
Yeah. And then they have the F3, which is essentially the same light, but he just aesthetically, I'll show you. It's just slightly different. So this one doesn't have, like, it doesn't thin out in the middle there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has like knurling down here, or whatever you call that, versus these like grips. But, internally, all the stuff is basically the same. But you can also get like there's a whole thing, you know, with the drivers and the brightnesses or the temperatures and shit.
Yeah.
It's a whole rabbit hole you need to explore.
Dude, I wanted to jump in on that CWF you had available. Was it a couple weeks ago?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Not
You
there
didn't
yet.
do it, man.
You know how it is, man. I just moved and getting settled.
I know exactly how it is. Bro. I was thinking about selling the other one just because now I'm like, I don't know. I like these bigger lights.
Oh man.
I don't know if I'll be carrying these little guys as much, but I do. I love the aesthetics of this thing.
I know. Yeah. Well, hey man, you got my number, so
yeah. I think one of these is probably gonna go. One of these little guys. So
they're easy to carry, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. It depends on what your tasks are. So like I now with this new house, I occasionally have like shit to do outside around the house in the dark, and the little lights just get too hot too quick. But like if I was just using it in the house for EDC, like getting undressed at night or checking for my keys or peeking in on the kid, then the 10440 is perfect. And they carry better than anything else.
That's it. I feel like my needs drastically changed since I came out here. My job changed quite a bit. I'm not as much intense labor or anything like that, and it's all little office stuff, Yeah,
and you're in Arizona, so I'm assuming it doesn't get dark too early there.
It's about 5:30, 5 o'clock. So
okay, so it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is this?
Yeah, you're a little weird, Marceau, but it's cool. It's kind of fun, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're like, I don't know, what are they, like $50 or something? It's titanium. It's all grade 5, TC4, which is grade 5, I think.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So it's like double-ended bottle opener. Is that what that is, or one's like a can opener? What's the deal?
I think one's supposed to be a can opener. I'm not sure. Yeah, one has a little different hook, so maybe can opener, bottle opener, and then you have the wrench thing in the middle.
When it's closed, does that do something? Is that like a flat bar?
Glass breaker. There's a ceramic ball at the end.
Because I need a glass breaker every day. That's what I need.
Hey, man, you never know. Let me see how much this thing is. So it would be obuy.com. I have a link. I can throw that in there in a second, but let me see if they released it. Oh, yeah. They also have a O-Tool titanium multi-tool that has a knife and another thing. Here, I'll share this. This guy right here.
Oh, this is all. It's an O-Tool. So it's like a white kind of.
Yeah. So it's basically it's the same company, same parent company.
Okay.
But it's technically different. It's not Olay, it's Obuy. I'll put the link and everything in the chat for you guys if you want to check out the fork. But $67. I don't know if my code will work on top of that. Probably not. But it is titanium, so it's just like if you wanted a fork, I totally get why people would think it's dumb.
It's almost so dumb, it's awesome at the same time.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. It's pretty dumb, but it's awesome.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Holy cow. That's cool.
Let's see if I missed anything. Luck Knives, what's up, Mike? Jim Miller, channel member.
Thank you, there we go.
For the support. Appreciate it. Let's see. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Pretty fly for a knife guy. What's up? He's calling me the Lefty Electronic Device Channel. Did you see the video today about the screen protector?
I didn't get to watch it. I noticed you did that. That's a great market to get into, bro.
That was all Tri-State. On the last live, I was talking about screen protectors, and he's like, "You gotta try this Magic John. They're the best." I was like, "Challenge accepted, bro." And I bought it. I filmed the installation. That shit, dude, they're really good.
Nice. I thought about picking one up, and I actually talked myself out of it and just got, what is it, the Apple support, whatever, iCare, whatever they call it, right?
Apple Care?
Apple Care, yeah. So it's like,
well, yeah, I have Apple Care, but I still have a screen protector because even with Apple Care, if you had to replace the screen, I think you still have to pay like $100. So like, plus I don't want to have a scratch screen because you know what's going to happen. You're going to scratch the screen. You're not going to go use your Apple Care. You're going to deal with it until you actually like broke it or something. And you're never going to actually crack that screen. It's made out of like, whatever the fuck it's made of. It'll just scratch a lot.
Okay, so sell me this screen protector then.
Yeah, dude. Well, I don't know. Which phone do you have? Do you have the new one?
Yeah, I did. I picked that up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, so the 15 has like these curved edges. And so when you put a protector on it, you can see like blue, like the light around the edges. So the cool thing about this Magic John one is it has a black edge. So when you put it on, you don't get any of that shit. You don't see the edge at all. It's really nice.
Oh, sweet. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Check out the video. There's a link in there. They're $20. You get 2 of them. And they're super easy to install too.
Well, that's what I was like. I was looking at other ones and they were like $80. Some were like $100 for a screen protector.
Yeah, no. So like what I used to do, I actually did it, is you go to Best Buy and you buy a screen protector there. I'm not sure if you have to buy the Zag brand or not, but that's what I always buy. I buy the best one they have, which is like $50. And then you pay them $8 to install it. So you spend like $60, but they'll install it. And then after that, if you ever break it, you just go back to Best Buy and grab one off the shelf and they'll just put it back on for free. You don't pay anything. So until you get a new phone, you need a different size or something. You can just keep getting free screen protector. I went back like 4 times on the last phone I had, and then I just gave up because I'm like, these fucking things keep breaking. Like, I think it might have had something to do with the case I was using. Like it was putting pressure in a weird place, and I kept cracking it or something. But But so that's $60. But these are 20 and you get 2. So let's say you used 4 over the 2 years you have this phone, because nobody keeps their phone for more than 2 years. At least not people that use screen protectors. So that's $40. Like, so I don't know if it's worth it to do the Best Buy thing. Unless maybe if the cheap one, you can keep going back, but then you have a cheap screen protector. So I don't know. Obi needs to be sent straight to the shadow realm. I don't know. They have some interesting stuff. They have a really cool item coming out soon. They actually sent me that, and then they were like, oh, no, that's not releasing now, so let me send you this fork thing instead. And
here's this fork.
I was really excited about this other item. So I have it, and I've been using it, and I love the shit out of it, and I really want to tell you guys, but I can't. So just got to wait another month or whatever until that thing releases.
Every time you pressure me about a new Jack Wolf, I'll pressure you about your Obi product. That's what I'll do. I'll Uno reverse you.
Speaking of which, I guess we should talk about the new release for the month.
Sure.
The Lil Bro Jack, aka the Lil Bro. Lil Bro. I have 3 of them here. I'm assuming you have more than that.
I have 5, my friend. I can finally one up you on one thing. You know, Jack.
There you go. So we finally get to see the Lil Bro. It's been 2 years almost, I would say, right?
Yeah.
For
this cursed knife.
Yeah. Exactly. This guy was going to release in June of 22. And then there was a little bit of a QC hiccup with wrapping. So Ben pulled them all back. And then they were supposed to release again in like March or something of 23.
Sounds about right. Yep. We had
every single issue with the scales or something manufacturing. They screwed up.
They cut. It was something like the the length of the Little Bro, but it was the width of the Feel Good. It was something like we would never be able to use this product, this material ever, unless we made it like a mini Feel Good, which would be sweet. Let's be honest.
Right.
But yeah, so it pretty much we had to start all over. We were way behind, so we did what we did, moved it till November.
Yeah. So a year and a half it took for this knife to come out from when it was originally going to drop, but it's really good. So that's the nice part. I have a copper one here. It's copper dark matter. This is from the actual original run, but they're doing a copper. The only difference I could find between the OG and the new one is a smaller nail nick on the new one.
Yeah.
That was, an S90V versus M390.
Yeah, it is a little bit smaller, isn't it?
Yeah,
I compared smaller.
Here, I'll compare you. I'll compare you.
That's kind of a giant nail nick, man, on the OG. Wow.
Yeah, that was the only thing I could see as a difference. Obviously, other than this one can, it can bottom out.
Yeah.
This specific one just has unbelievable walk and talk.
That's insane, dude. It's just like ringing in my ear, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy how good that one is. So it was impossible for this to live up, unfortunately. But the one I have here is Flow Party. This is the one I've been carrying for about 2 weeks now, and I got this thing just about the same. It's not quite as coin baggy, but it's pretty close. It's really good.
How do you feel about the Flow Party, bro?
When I first saw them, I obviously wanted Flow Party because I just love all the camo carbon colors and shit. I always go for that.
Yeah.
But my eye was drawn to this one.
It's a showstopper, man. The Kieranite looks so good.
The blue. So, but by the time I decided, Ben was like, "Nah, all the blues are gone." I was like, "Fuck." So I was like, "All right, I'll take the Flow Party because that's what my gut wanted anyway." And when I got it, I was like, "Oh yeah, I made a good choice." But I still wanted the blue, so I bought a blue one anyway.
Man, that's sweet.
And the blue is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous, but it has one negative for me personally, which is it's a little slick because it's so polished. And I am a sweaty guy. So unless my hands are perfectly dry, I kind of like slip and slide on it a little bit. And I'm such a fidgeter that I'm constantly like, and it's not that I can't use it, but it's definitely noticeably slick compared to the other materials.
Yep.
So I actually prefer the Flow Party.
Dude, and it's so cool looking. I don't know if it was just this run, but there seemed to be a lot more color than other camo carbon variations. I don't know why.
On the Flow Party?
On the Flow Party, it looks. I mean, because I'm doing a lot of the inspections now, so I get to look at all of them, dude.
I know what you're saying. Like the 80s tends to be. I have the Low Dragon 80s, and that has a little bit more. Well, there's a little bit more black in it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean. 80s looks great, dude. I love the blue.
I think it's really just that all 3 colors are neons on here. Where on the 80s you have, I guess that's neon, but like blue. And yeah, they just look a little more subdued. It's still gorgeous though.
But dude, like check this out. Like this is let's see if I can get it to like check that out, man. I mean, it looks so good. Like there's just so much color in these.
Here's a comparison to the Low Drag if anybody's interested. I love these two in size. Yeah, the UV.
Dude, it looks so cool.
Yeah, it does. The only downside is it doesn't hold. Like, I wish it would.
Yeah, if it was glow, that would be dope.
You have to be like sitting in a fucking nightclub for it to really like, show off. But there's a size comparison. I love the low drag. It's one of my favorites in terms of size. But the Little Bro is my favorite, just ergonomically. I love that small size personally.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm with you. The 80s.
Donnie, you better make a Kieranite gunslinger.
What? I'm in the shop right now, man. I'll get to grinding.
But yeah, if anybody's looking for a blue Little Bro, hit me up. I will sell this one because I don't need 3. That's for sure.
So, fun fact about this. I don't know if Ben's on there. He can stop me if I'm saying.
I'll give you a deal too. Yeah, go ahead.
About that blue Kieranite, man, because like every YouTuber wanted that one.
I am sure.
Every single one. It was
because it stands out for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be honest. In person, I do prefer the Flow Party, but I'm weird. I think 90% of people would prefer this. It almost looks like ice.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at it close, it almost has this like structure like ice under there. It's wild, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And it was weird. Like when we were first shopping around for materials, man, it was like, I was like, I don't know about that Kieranite stuff. I don't know.
Hit me up, Javon. I'll give you a deal. Not quite that good, but a little higher. A little higher.
Man, Javon's getting the hookups even before drop day. Let's go.
That's my boy, man. Nah, I'll sell it to him at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Don't you worry. In case Ben's watching.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we gotta be up.
We got a bid war 201.
Let's do it. I want to see this. Let's go live.
Yeah, you guys want to. Once you guys hit my number, then you can actually count them. But sure.
Let's all yell at Ben and have him make us these.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, dude.
Giant Yetis, bro.
I'm all about swag right now too. I got Divo hats going. I got a knitted beanie sample. Fucking looks good.
Put some product placement.
I want all knife swag. That's all I wear is knife swag shirts and hoodies and shit.
That's it. Where's Benny's mullet? Troy says. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I tried the stash. I had a stash for a couple months, and my wife wasn't having it.
Man. What happened? My frack has the same great action of my. What's a frack? What is a frack? Pyrite. Is that the mini pyrite? Are they calling that the frack? I don't know. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one.
What's up, Greg?
Kev, my order comes Saturday. Thanks for getting it straight. Oh, yeah, your shirt? Yeah, no problem, dude. Frack new CJRB 4-inch knife. Oh, big ass knife. Okay, gotcha. That's the opposite of what I was thinking. Yeah. So I did get some new stuff in today. You might like this, Donnie, because it's a Lefty.
Let's go. I saw that, bro. That thing is sweet.
This thing is fucking ridiculous, is what it is.
Dang. You said it's a custom?
Yeah. You don't want to know how much.
No, I don't.
I've wanted one of his knives for, since Blade Show. I think it was 21, honestly. It might have been 22, but I think it was 21. I finally got a book spot, and it was worth waiting like almost a year, I think, for the spot and everything.
Dude, that matches like the little nip, your black nip.
It's not the same material. I'll show you actually what it is the same as, but here's the Jack Sparrow. It's pretty close.
That looks good, man. They look good together.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I need to get the blasted hardware on here, but I didn't actually save a set for myself. This is what I got the idea from. The Bridgeport.
Oh, yeah.
I got this in when we were planning this, and I was like, I love that material. So he found it. It's Black Dunes Fat Carbon.
Black Dunes, yeah.
That one I haven't seen on a Jack Wolf before.
I know. You know, Ben, like, you know, we like the color too a lot, so it's hard to stray. But I think we need to try that one. That one's really cool.
And then I actually got in a new Bridgeport. This is the 1827.
Looks good.
Yeah, nice little sheep's foot. And it's a frame lock. It's got good action, reverse flick. You can front flip it, use the guy. You can do the reach around, I'm sure. Oh, there you go. Trying to do it all right-handed. The only thing is I couldn't get the filler tab out, so I couldn't flip the clip. I tried all my tricks, so
serious. So just stuck. It's too tight.
Yeah, it's just too. Sometimes this happens. We had some people with the nips couldn't get their collars out because they put oil in there, keep everything like lubricated, and then it just acts like a fucking suction cup, and it just keeps that part in there. And but I got to look into what I could use to get it out. But I tried all my usual, like shoving a rag through and yanking it out. I tried Q-tips, all types of shit. Because you don't want to damage anything, so it's like
it'd be sweet if there was like a small suction, like a little Nerf dart.
I got this slip from Duty's Daggers. So Kevin over there, he makes slips. This is like a taco style, I think it's called.
I didn't know he was making his own.
I got my Surge Slip 7 back, and that's what I had it made for. And I'm kind of fitting it now. It's tight, but I mean, that's obviously what I prefer when it comes to a slip. So, yeah, when Troy was out of commission, which I guess he still is, I had to branch out a little bit, test some people out.
Troy's over here. We're on getting oh man, I'm getting like my I'm missing out on Troy's slips, man. I'm getting withdrawals. I'm getting my withdrawals.
You're jonesing.
I'm jonesing for some Troy Jones.
For some Troy Jones. I got this in from Cavil Knives. They make a slip for the Denka, and this thing's actually incredible. So it has a wire clip on it.
That looks great.
And they leave this section out, so I guess you can pull the knife out. But this knife doesn't have a clip, so it's kind of good that they came out with something. I love this little guy. But it goes in there real nice. And it carries really well. It goes in and out of pocket. Wire clip on a clip slip is genius.
I've never seen that before.
From Lancelot Leather, but I don't know. I don't love the clips. They're really tight.
That's the same clip I have on. This is like one from River.
Yeah, I think whoever supplies them, that's where they were all getting them. And then I think Joe actually got a custom clip made by Lynch. So Lynch makes his clips now. But it makes them more expensive because they're titanium clips.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's really cool. I had one in. There was one thing I just didn't like about his new clip slip. I can't remember what it was. I think it was the actual clip was like sticking out, so it would snag on everything. I think he adjusted it. I had one of the first ones, but yeah,
I don't know. That wire, man, that looks like that looks perfect.
It works. It works really well. I also got this slip in from High Grain Ghost Leather. Really nice. I'm waiting for that knife back. That was the Lake Champlain Barlow from Traditional Pocket Knife. Such a huge ass knife. I had no slip that would fit it.
It's big, man. I haven't got my hands on one yet. They look great.
Yeah, they're great for the price. They're like stupid.
So I'm getting something made for this guy. Check this bad boy out.
Oh shit! Is that like gold or something?
It's from Knife Modders. Let's see if I can. It's
there you go. Yeah, it's like gold. Is that the limoncello?
It is, bro.
Are those the regular scales? Did they mill them?
They dimpled them.
That's wild, dude.
Dude, this is a Pimp Daddy. The
Dude,
Pimp
the
Daddy feel good.
limoncello ones, I feel like those just had the best action.
Dude, this thing is crazy.
The one I kept, I had like 3 or 4 versions, and I kept this limoncello because it's just,
dude.
This is what that
awesome.
knife looks like stock, guys.
Yeah,
he had it all bronzed out, and dude, this still my favorite Jack Wolf. The feel good, it's just so good, man.
But check out this slip. River is doing for me. Yeah, I don't have it in hand yet, but this is it's a gator.
River, is that sage grouse?
Sage grouse, yeah.
I haven't tried any of his stuff yet, and the only reason is they look kind of thick.
It's a little thicker. It's a little bit thicker.
And I just don't like personally. That's why I've really like connected with Troy and his slips because they're so thin.
But I want to get my hands on some gator. So it's gator and like yellow thread, black gator and yellow thread.
River's an absolute stud. So is Joe. Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't really know anybody that I've gotten leather work from that isn't really good. So it's just, it really comes down to your personal preference. Like I was just saying, I mesh super well with Troy's work, just the thinness, just the style. And I love the exposed little piece of knife. That's something some people cannot stand. That's something I love. I mean, if you look over here, I guess I'm not going to pull over, but I have literally a whole thing full of his slips. I have like 30 of them over there.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
I have some coin slips from Oak City. I have a couple from Joe. So I have other stuff as well. I have one. Here's a high grain slip.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're a little thicker because he does 2-layer, but it's really cool to see each person's like trademark stuff. Like his is that double layered kind of look. Troy's is the the cutout and the 7-stitch pattern. Sage Grouse does the like Indian looking thing.
Stamping and stuff. Yep.
I don't know what else to call it. Kind of has a Native American vibe to it. Lancelot, he has a very like, it's kind of like, I don't know, how would I put it? Like, he's kind of like the Laconico of leatherwork. Like, simple. Yep. Like, just works really well. You know what I mean? And then Duty, now he's doing these like fold over things. I'd never seen that before, where it's literally just folded over and then stitched together.
It's kind of like,
is that what that guy does?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's why I hadn't seen it before.
Troy's doing gator soon, man. Oh, dude, you gotta hook me up.
Yeah, he was talking about gator. Currently, don't do any fixed blade sheaths.
Have you ever messed with
fixed blades?
Have you ever messed with like shale, like Cordovan?
He does Cordovan. I have this one.
Oh, that's dude. I need some of that. That looks.
It's expensive, but it's good.
Yeah.
I got this fixed blade in from Concept, and when they told me about it, they were like, "Do you want to check out this Corvid S?" And I was like, "I hate that model. Like, I never have connected with anything from Coke Tools. Like, they seem like great people or whatever. It's just the designs don't do it for me. Again, preference." And so I wasn't really excited, but I got this in, and this thing is so comfortable. Like, it just melts into your hand. It just has like perfect ergonomics for a fixed blade.
Excellent.
And
you got a thumbs up.
The sheath is amazing. It's a little pocket sheath, and that clip works so well. If you just push and pop it with your thumb, it stays in your pocket every time. And if you want to pull the whole thing out, you just pull it out. It's literally perfect. So they finally found a Corvid that I like. Hey, what's up, Mike? What's going on, man? Drink water. What up? I don't know if I gave you your fireworks. There you go. Thank you for being a channel member. I want to try a clip slip that's really thin to the slip joint. That's really thin to the slip joint.
Maybe like hugs it really tight. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
I mean, man, I feel like Troy's are about as tight to the slip joint as you can get.
Yeah. Blade isn't tall enough on that cleaver. On this one? Are you making a joke? Or dude, it's like just a perfect grip. I mean, it's amazing how comfortable that thing is.
Ben got me hooked on these like knife rolls. So they're not like quite big enough. Like bigger knives don't necessarily fit that well in it, but man, like you can just unload.
What is that?
Like these knife rolls. They're just put your knives in here, man.
Is it like a rolled up sweatshirt?
It's what it looks like. It's called sack up. Sack ups, the knife protector. That's what it's called.
So what do you like? You just put it in your bag like a giant roll?
Yeah, if you want to carry a butt ton of knives and just.
That's interesting.
Yeah, let's see if I can show you. There's something sticking out like.
That's crazy. What do you got in there?
Oh, dude.
Let's see the collection. What does Donnie got?
It's gonna be a long one, bro.
Well, it's gonna be what?
It's gonna be a long one, dude. Let's see if I can even show you the the Jack. Well, here's the Jack Wolf one. I got knives flying everywhere.
All right. Well, you can skip that one. You got all of them, I assume.
Oh yeah, a few of all of them. I picked up this too, the Field Duty and the Lefty. I don't have a lot of Lefty knives, but
okay. I never actually did try a Lefty version because I pre-ordered it, and I pre-ordered a righty, I guess, and then I tried to switch it. I forget what happened, but I didn't get one, and then it had all the issues and shit. Then I just gave up on it. After that Neves thing, I got a little pissed at Leon, and I was like, "Fuck that." So I never really looked into the Lefty version.
Honestly, like I'm probably like you, like where I can flip the clip and it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't need
I have one Lefty production knife. I would highly recommend you try the Lefty Synapse if you don't have one.
Yeah, there
you go. This is the best production Lefty that I've come across until the Stout V2 comes out.
I was gonna ask where is it at? I need it.
I don't have a Lefty, but then I got the custom here, so I'm set on Lefties for now.
This is actually Leong's like budget knife.
Yeah,
have you seen?
Yeah, I had one of those a while ago. Trinity or something. It was just too big.
It's big. It is big, but man, is it sweet. Let's see, man.
What's up, Ian? He needs his attention, guys. Everybody give Ian attention.
What's up, Ian?
What else you got? Kingpin?
Yeah, gotta have a Kingpin, man.
That's a good one.
It's got schmutz on it. It's got blood on it. What is this?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know how that is.
Blood.
I got Chris Reeve here, man. I know you hate that, so I'm not going to show it.
Lefty?
Yeah. Both of them.
He says he doesn't have Lefty knives. I've seen like 4 already.
Yeah, man.
They more than I do.
These are both lefties.
Damn, you ever carry those?
Yeah, man. Look at that guy. It's all beat up.
How do you deal with that stud, man?
I got tougher fingers than you. I do, I guess, man. I don't know.
Studs suck. All right. Okay. You got the dagger version?
Dude, I'm in Arizona now, man. These things are fully legal. You can carry anything in Arizona. I had it in
there unlocked. Whoops. I got the mini.
I carry this thing, and I'm like, why am I carrying this thing? It's just like for fun. It's so fun.
Yeah. No, it's cool for sure. I really like it. But it does kind of wear off, I think, the novelty after a while.
Yeah, it becomes a little bit more difficult than anything. And dude, I got this on your recommendation, man. This thing is the live wire. Is that what that?
Oh yeah, the live wire is the shit, dude.
Dude, it's. Have you checked out any of the new models of it yet?
No, I haven't. But
The Tonto looks great.
if they make a sheep's foot, I'll try it. But the that blade shape is perfect, really.
It is. It's low. It's almost. I mean,
yeah.
There's hardly any
It's
belly.
a good size. They didn't make it too big, and then the action's just solid as hell.
Dude,
it's really good.
You probably, I don't know, hate this knife, but
oof, yeah, the sway back. As a lefty, I don't know how you're.
It's not great as a lefty, dude. It's not great.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
You don't even have access to the hole. Like how?
I've not even flipped the clip. Right, that's where I'm at on that. But I still like it. I like the looks of it.
Are you? Do you sell your knives often?
Or... I do, bro. I do.
Surprised you still have that one.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it looks so good. Like I take a lot of pictures, man, and it looks so good. I just keep it in the back. I keep it in the background just if I want something in the back, you know. Let's see. Have you got your hands on the the Fido?
I think I handled one at Blade Show, just not for me. I like it, but
the flipper tab's rough.
Yeah, that's all you get, and then it's a really small tab, right?
Yeah, but it looks good. Jim Miller sent it to me. No, man, I like it. Kevin's the one who doesn't like the sway back.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that sway back.
I like this
that one. I like the looks of that one.
I like the carbon fiber.
Yeah, it looks cool. Can't knock you on that one.
Let's see.
Gotta have another. Skills having a Black Friday sale. All right, I'll throw up the link for everybody. Thanks for the reminder. Go buy an Axial. Use my code. What?
Little beer buster.
It sent the O-Buy link again. Whoops. Maybe because I didn't actually hit Control-C first. I'm just going to pepper you guys with links. Why not? He doesn't do washers. Who, me? Yeah, I'm not a washer guy.
I know, man. This is all I mean, I got like, what is this? 3, 4
I have one knife. I think I have one knife on washers. It's not a slip joint.
Oh, that's a sweet knife.
It's the best knife on washers too.
Yeah, I haven't had my hands on that one yet, but I have the Max of it.
And if I was gonna get something on washers, I would probably get a Waypoint or a Drift.
They are
this
nice.
was a gift too. I don't think I'd buy a knife on washers. This thing's so good.
No, dude, that looks great.
I could do this all day. Like it's so fun to play with.
Ben's got to do a lock back, man.
I don't know.
No, I don't think he'll do it.
I prefer the slip joints. Like the Gunslinger is cool, but I can get locking knives anywhere.
The knife before the Spider code on it. Which one? I showed up a couple. I had the S-Nix, Beer Buster, and then the Fido.
Apparently. That's funny. Yeah, the Beer Buster's cool. I just couldn't.
You gotta use the nail nick.
It was like the Pioneer Jack for me. It's just hard for me to open.
Oh, but I mean, dude, like
I mean, it's definitely not as bad. But
yeah,
where was that? Where am I keeping that one? I haven't pulled it up.
Did you get your hands on the DLC Pioneer Jack? Did you try that?
No, it'd probably be easier to open though.
Have you tried
I have a DLC Vampire, and that one definitely makes it easier to open.
But have you tried any of our jigged yet?
No.
I gotta send you a couple, bro, just to check out. Yeah.
Yeah, they look good. There's just something about the carbons I can't get over.
Well, no, at least you got to check it out. You got to feel it, though.
I love belt satin.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, see, I can get it unless I get sweaty, then I'll struggle with it. But that Beer Buster, I couldn't even open it.
No, dude, it's nail nick only. I think it's nail nick only.
Yeah, and my nails are like fucking brittle. Where's my vampire? Here's my vampire. This one. Look at this slip combo. Oh shit. There goes $1,200. Slip combo with the ghost leather.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then you get the dark matter red in there.
That's the only thing. My crowning achievement at Jack Wolf Knives so far has been this combo.
Yeah, that was your choice.
Yeah, me and Ben just kind of brainstorm on it, you know, and I'm like, dude, like, why don't we try? This was before when we were picking those out, we were just doing DLC. We had just started, and so we hadn't done a carbon fiber with a DLC. It's like, well, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. And, you know, thinking red, that was our only other red that we hadn't done. And, you know, we did lava flow pretty recent with the laid back Jack. So.
Yeah, I have that one. That one's sick. Yeah. They're in production, Jim. The Lush is done. We paid the final payment. So they're shipping to traditional pocket knives, and then they're going to QC them. And then, so it'll probably be like a Christmas drop is what we're hoping for on the Lush around then. But it's more up to him than us. And then the Mash is in production. We're just waiting on it. We have the Premium Pony, the Mash 2.5. The Lush just finished up. We just put another order of Growler V2s in, and then the Stout V2. So we have all 5 of those in production right now. So we're kind of putting the kibosh on anything new for a little bit until we get some influx.
Dude, do you have videos up already from the Growler V2?
Yeah, that one it's a second run.
Yeah, dude, I love that knife. I really like that.
Yeah, we did so the new run, we're doing this version. They're all carbon fiber. So we're doing this version. Then we're doing purple collars and backspacer with the sand wash blade, which is this blade.
So that'll be the purple?
Yeah. So it'll be this with purple, but this blade. And then we're doing a black wash blade with I think just murdered out. Or we might have, I think we murdered it out. We didn't do bead blast collars, but we're going to have blue, purple, dark bronze bead blast sets. So people can order. It's just going to be collars and backspacer, though. It's not going to be all the hardware. Because I don't know why we ever did that. I just find that goofy if you put like all blue. Like, it should just be the accents. But yeah, we're doing that, and then we have the new run of mashes, but we're calling it a 2.5 because we added pivot collars. That's the only difference. And then we did new versions, which I'm not going to tell anybody, but we're doing I think 3 or 4 new versions. And then the pony is this guy right here, titanium and S90V, this version. And then we have one that's just, bead blasted titanium or stonewash tie. So that one's just all stonewashed.
You guys have been busy, bro.
Yep. Good shit.
Is Jack Wolf ever going to do a stonewash, something like Spyderco's polished stonewash? I don't care for belt satin at all. It's a good question, my friend. That is a good question. It's hollow grind.
Let me scroll. Okay, Donnie, is Jack Wolf ever going to do a stonewash? Oh, okay. So you guys have done. So I don't know if you know this hollow grind, but they've done belt satin, hand satin, DLC. So you have 3 so far, right?
Yep, 3.
Yeah, stonewash would be interesting for sure.
It would be. I like how I like the polish like Spyderco does it, but I also really, dude, I love
like
how
a
the
mirrored stone. It's called a mirrored stonewash.
Yeah, and I think the way the Kingpin, man, look at that blood. Oops.
That's an acid wash, really.
Yeah.
Which would look really good with like jig tie if you did like all acid washed or whatever. It's or like working finish, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah, that's the mirrored stonewash. Yeah, it would look good. I personally just prefer the belt satin.
It looks so good. It suits our knives really well.
Anyone know if the dark matter copper will patina? I don't think it's real dark copper, but I've had this one for. Actually, you know what? It does, dude. Because this used to be like a bright orange, like an orangish, and now this is like almost like a bronze in here.
Kind of fade a little bit.
Yeah, you can barely even see it. So I'm gonna say it does a little bit.
I suppose mine is a little. This is my big bro. It's a little darker.
Because I remember it being a like regular copper when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, Troy. There's so little copper in it that it's hard to tell. But I think it does actually. Like if you get dark matter gold, it's like all fucking gold. The copper doesn't have that. The copper doesn't have that to it.
I mean, here's the gold, man.
I knew you were gonna pull that out. God damn.
They're probably out there, man. I mean, I haven't checked sport. Look at that gold, bro.
It almost looks like burlwood.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sick, dude. Yeah, I want to get one, but I have a purple one, and I know there's gonna be a run coming. And then I'll get some crazy cool carbon fiber. So like, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait.
That's the knife, man.
I don't want to look at it.
I want to keep it up. I'm just gonna hold my hand. Will be tired. This will be an hour.
Damn it.
Yeah, dude. It's just dude that dark matter gold, bro. It looks so good.
Yeah. Ultim Mash. Nah, I thought about it.
Have you guys done it?
Colin hates Ultim. And I don't particularly love it. I was trying to do it as accent, so I asked them to do Ultim collars and backspacer, but they cannot do collars. They could do a backspacer, but then I was like, I'm not going to just do a backspacer. So I think we scrapped it. So no, we're not doing an Ultim Mash. It would be interesting, but there's just so much. Actually, maybe we did do one. Shit, now I can't even remember. I'm trying to think of the versions we did. I don't think we did that for the mash. I think we're trying to do a budget nip, and I think I might have snuck in Ultim there past Colin, but I'm not sure.
Troy out here buying Jack Wolves, man.
Together. What's up, Casey? Knives fast in the house.
Casey.
Oh, he's a channel member. Psh, fireworks, bro. Thank you, sir. Jack Sparrow nip blade is. I love the Jack Sparrow too, man. That's probably my favorite out of the 4.
I saw one on the secondary, man, and it was gone before I could do anything. Do you have them? Do you still have them on the site?
What?
The nips, the Jack Sparrow.
No, they sold out. But shoot me a DM, dude. Shoot me a DM. Yeah. We trade for a gold midnight.
No way, man. You gotta.
I think I would have to send you 2.
Well, then I could buy one on at Sportsman's. I guess they're still available. A Troy set.
Last time Ben was in here, he told us who the OEM was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a. Trying to trick me, man. Ben's in here. So I bet you that's Ben's burner account. Who was that?
Did he even tell you? Do you know?
I do know.
I guess you would have to know, but I could see him trying to keep it from his employee.
Like the whole Uno reverse would be like it's Riot, even though he's told you a million times everyone is not Riot. That's what it is.
That's what. But a lot of people actually have that theory.
Oh.
To which I always say, there's no way, because I've handled Riot slip joints and they're good, but they're not that good.
Yeah. No, these guys are psychopaths. I don't know.
You know, they're probably third now, honestly. I think QSP has taken the second spot. They're fucking killing it, dude. This hedgehog is unreal. And this thing's $145.
It is nice. Bang for buck. It is a great knife.
Lefty TPK, guys, go over to Traditional Pocket Knives, pick one of these up.
But there's something about like those, like on the close, the sound gets me. It's like a flop.
Well, it's because you have a stop pin.
That's what I mean. It's just like
that's one trade-off, and then the other is they just need to do a belt satin. It kills me that they don't have a dude. This thing with a belt satin and a kick would be fucking like. It would be the winner. It would be the winner.
Yeah, Pimp Daddy version. I need to get my hands on one. I've only messed with them at Blade.
It's a good one. And you can get like 1 million camo carbon colors now, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Kent EDC with the membership. Thanks, bro. He's another local buddy. Appreciate you, man. Kev answers his DMs. I know who that's a rip at, but I'll not you. Paul Mills with the membership. Thank you, sir. See, guys, that's how you get fireworks. Just got to be a member.
Let's go.
David Helk is a member. You get fireworks too. Come on. Google, thank you.
I know Google doesn't do it. I don't think Google will do it for me. But
did I get you loot? Do you have one of these cameras or whatever? Or are you using? What are you using?
It's just a Logitech something or other.
I don't know. Do you have a little green symbol at the top of your screen?
So, bro.
Yeah,
no.
See, you're not cool enough for that. You're not cool enough for this.
I'm not, man. I got to upgrade.
Yeah. It's not QSP. Ben is actually on record saying it's not QSP. It's not Riot. He actually confirmed those two.
And there's a lot of, man, who's left?
Best Tech.
So you should just rattle them off and see if I give you a tell. That's
well, Best Tech. See, that would be a sneaky one for me because they are expensive, and that could somewhat explain the price tag. You know, and Best Tech really does a great job communicating, and they would probably be willing to try to keep on a monthly schedule. But they don't make their own stuff. And I've handled some of their slip joints, albeit older ones, and they're nowhere near Jack Wolf level. But if anybody was going to get them to be that good, it would be Ben. So I don't know. That one's tricky. My other thought has been Boker, which would be a sneaky one. Nobody would consider that. But after handling this Slip 7 from Surge, they're definitely...
That's nice.
They definitely have the chops. And I don't even think it really is Boker. It's whoever Boker uses, which is, you know, some big shop over there that a lot of people use.
But I mean, being honest, like, don't they all probably talk to each other to some degree?
That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't a company that we really talk about much. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably just some shop that does a lot of work for people, but it's not like a brand name or something.
I know he's talked about going over there. It would be a cool trip, man, to check out some of these blade shops over there.
Yeah, I don't know how feasible that is.
Yeah.
For them to actually let you at 2 cents.
True. Tucson. It's actually Obi. It's an Obi.
Yeah. We Best Tech. See, that's what everybody's gonna say, just because those are the ones you know. Rough Rider's another one. That's like what I'm saying about Boker. It's like one of those shops. It's just one of those shops. Like Rough Rider, I don't think is an actual OEM. Like that's just the brand that Smoky Mountain has, you know, that they call all of their whatever, but they use some big shop over there. You know, so who knows? We're not going to find out anytime soon, so it doesn't really matter.
So you're trying to trip me up.
Boker is old AF. They don't sub out. I don't know about that. You're saying Boker has their own shop over there in China? And they're the ones who make this Surge. He confirmed that for me. If you go check out my video on it, Surge commented. I think he said he either said it was Boker or it was the same shop Boker uses. Kaiser, I don't know, man, because I've never seen Kaiser do a belt satin in their entire lineup. So it would be very odd if Ben got them to do it, and then they never did it on their own after that, seeing as how much people love the belt satin. So to me, that cancels Kaiser out. Although the prototypes from Manganis Sharif from his knife really did show me that Kaiser can do that level of finish. They literally had the same aluminum oxide finish and the quality was there. But I've never seen them do a belt satin, so I just don't think, and they don't really do hollow grinds either. Never seen a deep hollow from Kaiser, so those two things really cross them off for me too.
Man, we got like we needed one of those like punch boards with all the lines, like we got our conspiracy theory thing, you know what I mean? Like in the guy, like in the meme, just like we need to do that.
Yeah. I don't even think Ben knows.
Yeah, exactly. It's all a dream. It's a dream within a dream.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many ways you can do it. Like, there's middlemen you can find that, like, they'll go to the shops for you and whatever, and then there would be no way to really name who it is. So, whatever it is, it's going well. It sounds like it's good. So.
It's been amazing. I mean, these guys are, I mean, I'm doing the inspections. I know Ben's been through all of it. It's just like, it's not pointless because we oil them and we look everything over, but man, it feels pointless. Like, cause they crush it.
Yeah.
Crush it.
I've certainly felt like that before, which is a really good feeling compared to, I got to set aside 30 of these or whatever. Like that sucks, you know?
It's like it's that along with once they're all out that people have how many phone calls we're getting about, oh, hey, this is screwed. It's like rare, man. It's crazy. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's true. You also, when you do QC, you save yourself that headache.
That's true.
Of having to take all those phone calls and emails of problems. Like, you know, when we do a drop, we usually I'll probably get like 5 or 10 of those. And most of it's like, I got to send out a screw or like something silly, you know, something they stripped or whatever. It's usually somebody who's trying to take it apart and then something went wrong, you know.
One of our biggest things, man, is really funny was just lubrication. Is sometimes we would get, you know, they get dry and guys will still just like work through it. And actually we've had like springs wear out. Just guys just keep going and going and going. It's like, man, no, it needs lubrication. It's dry. It's dry. You know, it's just, that's actually how I first got a hold of Ben. I was brand new to slip joints, never had owned one. and it dried out, and I'm like, hey, like, is this normal? I'm getting like a little bit of metal here, like.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like, oh, a couple drops of oil, you're good to go, and it was perfect after that. And that's how we hit it off initially.
K9?
Midnight.
Oh,
yeah,
I bet it's shielding.
What's that?
Troy says he bets it's shielding. He knows I hate them. But yeah, somebody made a good point. Jesse says, interesting that you guys that handle lots of Chinese knives can tell the OEM, but no one can really pin down Jack. And it really is true, dude. Like, your gut instinct looking at it would really be Riot. Like, that would be my gut instinct, but then you know that it's not. So it's like, I don't know. The closest thing I've seen to Riot is either Best Tech, but I don't think they were at that level when Ben started. And the other one is whoever CKF is using, which is the brand, like what people say the OEM is called is Kevin John. And it's like Kevin John Factory. They used to make clones or something, and they make CKF knives. That would be the other guess I would have had. Now I just have like overthought it so many times. I have no fucking idea. You know?
Oh man.
But yeah, like usually hardware is a good giveaway for me, but Ben literally modeled it after Pena's hardware, so it's like impossible for me to pin that down because
he's a tricky dude, man.
He just uses that now, you know, and you could get an OEM to just make the hardware or order it, and it would be the same. So that doesn't help. And then another dead giveaway a lot of times is packaging, but Ben does all that shit on his own. So you can't really pin down packaging, you know, blade finishes. But nowadays, again, you have Best Tech, Riot, they can, Kubi even now, they can all do this awesome belt satin. So that doesn't help. So it's just like really hard to pin down who it
if
would.
Anything, it just it's something to talk about now at this point. It's great, you know.
Yeah, but it's annoying being on this side of it because you just want to know and be like, I was right. You know. Good. Has hologram. I don't see it often. I mean, I don't see a lot of hollows from Kaiser.
Does Kaiser
and if I do, it's very shallow.
Has there been any Kaiser?
I know it's not Kaiser. Oh, you're saying that other guy. Yeah.
Have they ever done slip joints? Do you know?
Kaiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that zip slip. So they've done slip joints before.
Okay.
What's the reason for not telling? Well, the main reason, Ben says he has a non-disclosure, which I know is bullshit. But the main reason is if he told us, then the first thing I would do is call them and try to use them, and that would fuck his schedule up. That's why he's not telling people. I mean, that's my theory anyway, is everybody would go to them and start having them make their knives, and then that fucks up your schedule. And the other reason could be when we look at OEMs, we kind of put a price tag with it. So it's possible whoever it is on the cheaper side, and then it would make Ben look bad because his prices are on the higher end. Maybe that could be a reason, because not many people understand the actual business model where he's going through dealers, and it just, that literally destroys your margin. So I don't know.
It's really complicated. It's certainly a lot more complicated than people realize. I thought that was, I thought I knew what I was dealing. Again, when I was working remote for Ben, just doing photography, chatting with him a lot, and then showing up, it was like, holy cow, the work that goes in is to keep the motor running.
Yeah.
is nuts. It's just, it really is.
Yeah, especially if you're doing a monthly drop.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to Steven on Patty's Potato Peelers, his live stream. It's like we're running on 5 different time zones all at the same time. It's like we're analyzing what's available, what's out there. And then in the present month, we have a drop like tomorrow. We're dealing with that and engaging with people and YouTubers, other content creators. But then also like on, we have more knives coming in that I need to QC. So that's, next month we're thinking about that. But then you also have to get stuff manufactured, which is several months down the road.
Yep.
And then we have to get materials and, other items. We don't have all our packaging. That's, 6 months down the road.
And then you're prototyping shit for a year from now.
Yeah, exactly. So really it's even more.
It's a lot of stuff, dude. We don't work on a monthly schedule, but I could imagine it being absolutely insane it's insane for me doing, I think partially because we don't have it planned out like that. We just do shit. So sometimes it's like, fuck, I got 3 knives at once here. Instead of having that routine that it's literally Ben is like built like a clock. So
yeah.
That's the benefit you have there. So you have structure to it, which is good.
Well, it's like you obviously have your family and another job, but it's like you have so many hats when running this business. Divo Knives, as sure as it's just so much.
Seems weird to state an NDA as cause not tell when you'd be the one to enact and enforce it. Seems like a more polite, contradictory way of just saying I don't want to tell you. So, well, he says that the OEM had him sign an NDA. So it's the opposite of what you're saying. I agree that I'm pretty sure it's bullshit, but that I can't prove that or anything, which is why he can say that and it covers him. Then he doesn't have to answer questions, which I think is fair. Like he has the right to do that. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong by saying that. And again, it could 100% be true. So
isn't there a few other, was it like Quiet Carry? Like who's their
well, so Quiet Carry uses Taiwan and nobody, like the only OEM I've ever heard of in Taiwan is it's Cold Steel's factory. That's the only thing I've ever heard. Other than that, all you hear is it's Taiwan or it's Taichung, Taiwan. You never hear like a name of an OEM. In China, you're probably thinking of Riot has done that to some people, where they basically say you can't use our name because you're going to sell the knife for too cheap. And we don't want people to think that they don't want it to cheapen their brand, basically, is how they kind of put that. But usually they'll loosen up on people after like a drop or two because they realize, those people aren't burning them or whatever. But they've literally forced people to like raise their prices. They'll be like, no, you have to sell this for this much or you can't use our name. They'll say that. But other than that, I've really never heard of that being a thing. So again, it could very well be true. I would, if I was him with the plan to do it monthly and everything, I think it's smart to not tell people. I do. Like, I want to know, but like, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint and just being smart, it makes perfect sense not to.
Well, I think one nice thing, it's like you associate the product with the brand, not an OEM, which I think is important.
Yeah, that's another point too. He wants to differentiate himself from just being like, because if you look at it, a lot of times people will get a knife and they'll be like, it's a Best Tech, whatever, and it's not a Best Tech, it's a Divo or whatever, but it's made by Best Tech, so that's how they look at it, and But like we were talking about earlier, usually there's some cues and shit to figure it out. I can usually pinpoint that shit within like 5 seconds. I can know exactly who made whatever it is. I'm usually right. Of course, it's possible I've been wrong before, but like it's usually pretty obvious. And that's the thing. It's not in this case. I don't know if we just like tricked ourselves into that by overthinking it or, you know, or what. But I don't know if you're talking about the NDA thing, Marceau, but I don't think that should at all deter anybody from buying a knife. Like you should be buying the knife. And I think that's the other thing. The other reason for it is you should be buying the knife on the value, the quality of the knife, not on who made it. That shouldn't be that big of a factor, I think, is one way he looks at it. And to me, they've never felt like they're not worth the price tag. I've never bought one and been like, oh, like this isn't worth the $300 I spent. So I don't know. But I totally could see why people would be like, I don't like that, you know. But I don't think it should stop anybody from buying the knife. Chinese manufacturers don't even recognize international copyright laws. I highly doubt they're having NDAs drafted on their side of a premium product that would ultimately benefit them. Yeah.
And it's a lot of our products. I mean, even let's say we do know the name of Riot. That's all we know. We don't know anything other than
China.
Oh, with manufacturing, I'm guessing.
Like, what's the other option? I've tried to have knives made in the U.S. It's damn near impossible. So you can either have a company and have products and sell stuff and have a business, or you can just be like, nah, I'm just like, and not exist. That's fine.
Exactly what I was going to say, man. We wouldn't be here.
You think that like our companies just shouldn't exist because we can't make stuff here, because legitimately it's damn near impossible unless you're making it yourself or making at least 50% of it. So I don't know. That whole thing is like, you just have people who don't like China, and you don't have to like China, but it's not going to stop me from wanting to like live a dream. I don't know. There's just a point to it where we try, you know, it's not like we always try to get stuff made here. We keep trying to test that avenue, but it's not happening. So in the meantime, we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
And the only really way is, man, it'd be to have our own manufacturing equipment. I mean, to find an OEM would be, they're going to make more money making their own stuff.
Yeah.
Well, why would they make ours?
The reasoning behind it. Your Strix was 1,700 possible name involved.
Strix. Dude, that thing is sweet, bro.
What? I don't know what you mean. This is a handmade custom knife. I mean, it's a whole different animal. Like, it's not in the same ballpark we're talking about here. But please explain that. I buy knives for the design, not the OEM. Right. And most people do. 95% of people don't even give a shit who the OEM is. It's us nerds that are like, I care and I want to know who it is. It doesn't stop me though. Like, I know Ben and I know that he's not going to sell me an inferior product. So I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens, I'm going to get a good knife. So if it was like I was constantly having QC issues and like shit was going wrong and you were hearing about all these issues with Jack Wolf knives, then I'd be like, okay, just like, then it would be more of a thing to me. But you're getting a top-notch product every time. So it's like, does it really matter?
And it's cool too to think about like how it protects us and our brand. If something, let's say Riot, and you have two different brands using them, one brand has an inferior design and, you know, they come out with something that doesn't do well. And that would affect in a way the reputation of other people using that OEM service. So it's like when you think of our knives, you think of our knives and not necessarily a manufacturer name.
And that's true. And that is exactly how it plays out.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, there's different ways to look at that, but like, yeah. Double D10 says Taiwan. Yeah, Taiwan's a thing. The problem with Taiwan is, one, I have no idea how to find anybody in Taiwan because there's no name. Like with China, I know I can hit up Best Tech, QSP, Riot, Kubi. I can hit them up and be like, hey, I want to get knives made. Can you work with me? And that's how I've built those relationships. I've never talked to an OEM in Taiwan. Taiwan OEMs, I don't know any that make their own knives that I could then reach out to them and be like, hey, you guys make the, you know, Kubi X, like, and then reach out to them. I've never been able to find a contact. Now I'm sure I could go asking people who've used them and see if they'll give me the names. The other issue with Taiwan is you have to order large quantity runs. As far as I understand, you got to order larger quantity runs. That's not our style. Like we do smaller batch and then we do multiple designs, you know. It's a different type of thing. We don't just do big runs of one design. So, you know, I've heard minimum orders can be somewhere around 10,000. It's like, I'm not doing that. So that's, you know, Ben made the point. Italy is another option if you hate China. Problem with Italy is their quality sucks. Like they just don't have the same, like China makes good knives. If you get the right shop, they make good fucking knives. So you have
arguably the best.
Do you want an inferior product but get to say it's Italy and not China? Some companies value that, you know, or like you look at Giant Mouse. I feel like they're trying to use Italy versus China for what they can. Like the new Riv liner lock, that's Italy now instead of Riot. The original one was Riot. But I think that's because, you know, Jens and Jesper, they're Danish. They're in Europe. Italy's in Europe. They, you know, it's more of like we're working together kind of thing. It's kind of like having it made in your own country. It's in the EU or whatever, right? Is Italy in the EU? I think it is.
Would the smell be different, Kevin, when you open up the box?
Fuck yeah, dude.
From Italy,
China smell is crazy, man.
It smells like Parmesan.
You know the smell, right?
Oh, I know.
It smells like cocaine, dude. It smells like cocaine. I don't know if I ever told you guys that, but my neighbor, his wife was ordering shit from Temu or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, we open it up. And he's like, I opened it up. And I swear I immediately had to take a poop because it just smelled like straight cocaine. I was like, yeah, dude, that's China smell.
And then learning something new every day.
Somebody got all mad at me. And I did tell this story because somebody got all fucking sensitive in the comments and was like calling me racist because I said China smell.
No, it's just what it smells like when you open the box. Like there's
it's
probably the tape
China. It's fucking China smell. I don't know.
It's like, probably the tape they use or something. I don't know. It's like
it's something they use. Yeah, it's the tape. My theory is it's the bubble wrap stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they all have that like layered bubble wrap or those like yellow cardboard the sleeves they put everything in. I don't know. With as big as their factories are, multiple OEMs work out of the same facilities. You can get 10 different grades of prototypes all from the same shop. I've gotten prototypes from multiple shops and I've never really felt like these are the same. The only time that's happened is CMB and Best Tech. And that's because I'm 90% sure CMB makes Best Tech's premium knives. Or they use the same OEM, whatever, one of those two things. But they're the same, I swear. It's like this right here is a Best Tech. Sorry, see, it's a CMB prototype we had made of the mash. And if I grab you the buzz here, the pivot is identical. Like there's just so many things that are the same.
Looks great.
These screws are identical. Like it's just I've never actually compared these two knives before. I just pulled them, and I can instantly see the similarities. These both, I grabbed these two because they both have a titanium liner with a steel insert. They both have a 2-screw T6 construction that mounts that lock bar on there. It just, I'm like 95% sure CMB and Best Tech use the same OEM, or CMB is their OEM for their high end stuff. But anyway, I've never felt like I've gotten different stuff. I don't know what you're trying to say there. I do agree that they are working in the same facilities. And I'm sure the reason why the belt satin from QSP and Best Tech, whatever, can look the same is probably because they're having the same artisan shop make those. Like that's a hand finish. Like that's a skill. Like you need to have a person skilled at grinding blades to do a belt satin. So they're probably paying the same shop to do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not about not using OEMs overseas. The price should reflect it, though. Ben's banking hard fascio. No, he's not. Like, dude. So this is what I'm saying. You don't like people don't understand. They just see the price tag and they go, oh. But like, if that knife costs, so like here, I just tell you, like this knife from CMB, right? Titanium liner with a steel insert, M390 blade, titanium handle, right? I think their price was like $150 or $165 a knife for this. Okay.
That's what they're charging you, right?
That's what they're charging me. So then I have to sell the knife. If I sell that knife directly, sure, I could sell that for, I don't know, $230 and maybe feel good about it. Even that's like, I have overhead. I'm doing QC. I have to package it. I have to all the shipping costs money, right? Yeah. But then include a dealer into that. The dealer wants 30%. That's like usually their bottom margin, like maybe 25 if you do enough business with them or whatever. But I would calculate 30%. That is a huge fucking hit. That's 30% off of the sale price. Yeah. Or no, off of what you're selling it to them. So let's say now you're looking at selling it for, now you got to come down from your $230 a little bit so that they can sell it at $299. So like, I don't think Ben's paying $150 for these, but even if they're $100, if you do all the math, right, you still have to add in all the packaging he does and all of that shit. And then he's got to pay fucking this guy now. He's got to pay him and his wife. That's 2 employees. Dude, Ben is covering his costs and making enough money to make it worth his time and put his whole fucking life on the line. He's not
for real, man.
In, what the fuck is fascio?
Faux show, maybe.
Oh, he's banking hard for show. Yeah, no. He's making money. Like, he's not poor, but he's not like driving a fucking Lambo.
A business has to be viable.
People don't understand how unprofitable the knife world really is. Like, if you're killing it, you're making a living. Like,
you have a factory in the United States that's been in existence for 100 years, right? Like some of these monsters, you know, these legacy knife companies.
Yeah, but they have tons of employees, though. Sure. So, like, even then, like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with Benchmade. They're a terrible example. They're the only one that I ever look at and I'm like, damn, they're just like, what is going on there? They must have some massive expenses that nobody knows about, or some kind of like back taxes or loans or something crazy that they have to charge these prices, because it makes no sense.
And it's also the quality that you're getting from these overseas OEMs, because I think we're all stuck in that mindset. You know, let's say back in the 90s, for instance, anything that was in China was automatically cheap junk. Always. To make quality product there, it is going to cost more, and these are certainly outstandingly well made. It's not like we're getting cheap junk.
No.
And
dude, the materials on them, like, even just the fucking camo carbon or fat carbon on these is costing them $15 a knife at least, just for that. That's I'm not even really counting the shipping to China on that. So man, $300 is not expensive for these. I really don't think so. It's insane that this is like that's how we need to look at this. This is insane. Nobody's making money here.
That's the thing too. Is
nobody's making money here. I mean, they are, but it's like they would not be able to make a living off of hedgehogs. Is how I would look at that.
Yeah,
it's a nice little thing to do, you know, but you're not running a business off those fucking hedgehogs. Trust me. I don't know. Also, Austin is the dealer. So you cut out a whole entity with this. And when you're talking about
30%.
Yeah, you're talking about 30% at these prices. That's a big chunk that you're cutting out of there. So
that's why the LCB is the price it's at.
Yeah, those are $200, right? Let's say Austin wasn't the dealer on the LCB. That $200, add 30%, instantly becomes $299. I can't do math, but it's somewhere around there.
It's around there, my
friend. I can do math because I literally do this shit all the time with Divo. There's such a balance to it, and that's why with Divo stuff, I like to occasionally do a direct sale where we sell directly. We can sell a little less if possible, depending on the model and if we're going through dealers at all or not, right? But we can get a little bit more out of that because we're selling direct. When you sell through dealer, you're just not making a lot of money. So if your whole business is built on dealers, then your price becomes $299. Like you know. Let me just show you. So $199, $299, bang. That's a 33% margin. So if Austin all of a sudden was a designer brand like us or Jack Wolf and wasn't the actual dealer, you'd be damn close to $299 on that LCB. So like do some math, you know.
It's a great gig for Austin, man. I'm so glad he's able to make those knives. They are sweet.
And, you know, Ben doesn't have to do it this way. He decided to do it this way, but I think he was looking at it like, how can I grow an actual business and expand it and have the most people get my shit and like it and want more? And to do that, a dealer network makes a lot of sense. Selling direct on your website is cool, but it does, I think, keep you smaller, if that makes sense. Like Ben's goal is to build a brand that lasts a long time, has employees, that like grows. It's not just to make a good living and be able to just keep, you know what I mean? Like there's a difference there. It's the COVID they add to the shipments. I mean, based on the yes. Yeah. And I mean, that's literally what we do. And Kubi has really, for me, become the best balance of those things, quality to cost ratio. You get a really good product for a much less amount versus like Best Tech or others. Riot actually is pretty affordable. They just take so long. That's where guys are making money. The dudes using Riot and selling direct and selling those knives for $325 or $400, $500. Those guys are fucking raking it in. Because Riot really isn't that expensive compared to other OEMs. They're on par. Like they're not. Their Best Tech is way more than Riot.
Or just look at the markup on T-shirts and tennis shoes. I mean, you know, if you want to really get mad at yourself, it was making 1,000% profit.
Yeah, I agree, Boo. That's a whole nother animal. Is 90% of the guys who are like, it's should make it here. Then they want it for the same price. They're gonna want it made here and be $299.
Look at the stuff Benchmade's dealing with.
Nobody's buying these for $500-$600. That's what it would cost to make them here. You wouldn't have the same market. I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Got to cover shipping and import taxes. Yeah, import taxes is a thing. And it's fucking expensive. I can't remember on the buzz if we paid like 10 grand or something in import duties or whatever. I don't know. All right, I'll stop ranting, but you guys, man, you need to come on, learn, grow, do some math. I don't know why you would fault someone. Well, that's the other thing. We always make it seem like some bad thing that he's making money. Of course, he's making fucking money. It's a business. It's his job. It's his life. The guy literally sold everything he could to start a business, and oh my god, he wants to get some money out of it after putting in all the fucking work. I struggle with that with Divo, man. Like, I feel bad taking money out, but at some point it's like we need to pay ourselves to make it worth doing. Like, why would you know what I mean?
And I mean, dollar per dollar. I mean, dude, like per hour, he's nowhere getting what he should be getting paid.
Right. That's the other thing. If you break it down, yeah. So,
I mean, holy cow, there's a lot better ways to make.
Here's the thing. And this is thank you, Rocky. Appreciate you, man. Here's your fireworks. I love you, man. You're such a good dude too. I love Rocky. Come on, give us fucking fireworks. Thank you.
I listen to you. I listen to you.
Damn it! Now I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? I was about to unload.
We were talking about the time you have to put in.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, the time you have to put in. I mean,
well, that's just a given, but I don't know.
Let's see.
I figured years ago that I didn't make minimum wage, and I owned the company. Yeah, dude.
Working 18 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's all use this opportunity to complain to Ben about what we want to see on future models. I feel like this is a good safe space for that. Do we want more micarta? Do you want micarta to come back? What do we want?
Yeah, dude, I feel bad because, like, part of me, well, there's two reasons. Part of me wants to put all the money back in to just keep doing more shit because we like doing more shit. We like having more designs and pumping out more stuff, and that takes money. And then the other part is, I don't know, I just feel a little weird paying myself. We still don't pay ourselves much. We pay ourselves like a small amount every quarter. It's nowhere near the amount of effort that we put into it, but I don't know. We just got to a point where it's like we got to pay ourselves something so we feel like, we're getting something out of it. But I don't know.
There's a reward too. You need a little bit of something.
It's a reward, basically. It's a weird struggle to have. I know that, but I feel it. I don't know.
Budget gunslinger. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We need the other way, a bougie gunslinger with crazy Zerko tie and Damascus.
I don't know what these fucking people with the gunslinger. I like the gunslinger, but give me a fucking midnight with the bolster lock.
That's a good idea. Dude, I know. We got but that gunslinger, man.
We all know that's next. But he already had the gunslinger done and prototyped, and it's a production model. So my guess is we'll see more gunslingers before we see a midnight bolster lock. But it better be in the works. I'm sure it is.
Dude, the whole lineup, man. I want to see a lot of
Polished, Rafir Noble.
Someone was asking about the if this stuff gets fingerprints. I mean, kinda, but you don't see them. What do you think, Kev, with the Kieranite and the fingerprints?
Nah, you don't see any actually.
I mean, in the light, they're gonna be there, but
I mean, I'm literally under studio lights. I barely see any fingerprints.
yeah, it's not.
The only thing I'd say the drawback is it can feel a little bit slippery if you are a sweaty dude. That's about it. Other than that, it's gorgeous. It looks beautiful. And some people I think will actually prefer that smooth feeling. So if you guys like smooth bone and stuff like that, I think you'll really like it.
Yeah. And it finishes so nicely in comparison.
Yeah. Damn it, Rocky. You threw off my train of thought, bastard. I had a good rant going too. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Your textured titanium.
It's a synthetic, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like acrylic, right? I think it's an acrylic.
Yeah.
Textured titanium. We already doing some textured titanium, and we're doing the jig, man. The jig is like,
yep,
sweet.
I would personally like to see a DLC belt satin.
So like a polishy, like a what was it, like some of those spider codes were doing that.
No, damn. I wish I had the prototype, but I gave it to somebody. We did it on the Stout V2. It's literally a DLC that has a belt satin. So it has the lines like a belt satin, but it's black essentially.
And so it's a little shiny too. It's got like a sheen.
It depends on how you finish it. The one we have is still pretty matte.
I like that idea. I do, because like sometimes the DLC gets a little plain.
CKF did a polished DLC version of it, but I would prefer the more matte one.
Yeah, I think this guy turned out really good.
Yeah.
The Pioneer Jack textured.
Yeah. You were talking about how Ben's selling everything. Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't remember what I was going to say. I'm not going to remember now. I don't think. But yeah, I mean, that was part of my rant. I mean, the guy, I don't know. It just, so here it is. This is what I was going to say. Most people that are all about this price thing and whatever, like, they're fucking selfish. That's what it is. They're fucking selfish. They can't see past the price tag and how it affects them, and whether A, they can't afford it, or B, it just looks like too much money. They don't look at anything else. They're just like, oh, that's $300 and that's fucking expensive. So I could get this for $150. So that guy's fucking raking in cash. He's a douche. Like, that's just such, like, you're just being super close-minded. Like, you're not looking at the whole picture and thinking, okay, so how much could this be to make? How is he selling it? Oh, he's going through dealers. So that means there's this whole other chunk of money that's getting taken out that's not going in his pocket. And like, so it's just like a combination of, to me, it's a combination of like closed-mindedness, selfishness, and just ignorance. And it fucking gets me pissed off, clearly. So if you don't like the price, you don't have to buy it. But it's so rare in an industry like this that somebody is just like, I'm sitting on my fucking golden throne with all your fucking money, and and then let's pretend that's real. This fucking guy has a mullet too. Come on, like, there's no fucking way. Like, Ben's got a golden AK and a fucking like golden 911 out in the driveway.
When I think that's kind of a reflection. I mean, go to a blade show. Go to a blade show and you see all these makers. You got custom guys. You got smaller, guys like us who are, and then you have the big, everyone's pretty down to earth. They're all in it for the same reason. It's a chill environment. No one's in there. You don't have that corporate vibe. We all love knives. It's not.
You have the one dude from Something Obscene roll up in his fucking totally wrapped Something Obscene fucking F-350, pulling off on his ATV wrapped in Something Obscene.
I must have missed that.
Ruin it for everybody. No, I honestly think the people who have this thing with Ben rolling in money, they see him on live streams and they see his nice house and like, he's not doing bad. Like he's doing well. You know why? Because he's fucking smart and he has other businesses. Like he had that house and everything before Jack Wolf ever existed because he has other businesses where he's a fucking entrepreneur. Like that's, I don't know.
Now
that's part of it, and it's like people need to just understand.
Now you can do something you love to do, and guess what? The money's not in it, but we're in it because it's a great time. I mean, it's a great. He's making slip joints, man. Like if it was all about the money, we wouldn't be making slip joints that cater to 1% of the market.
Yeah, although he's smart, so you're gonna see more locking knives now. So be careful, Donnie.
No, the people have spoken, man. The people have spoken. So, Jack Wolf knives, not just.
But again, what's wrong with that? Like you see money in doing something, and people like the product. Why wouldn't you fucking do more of it? Like, look at Vero doing fucking 2,500 piece runs of impulses and synapses, and it's mostly recycled designs. You know what I mean? But people keep buying them. So like, what are you gonna do?
You do what people want. I mean,
I don't always do that, but that's because I'm not a fucking smart businessman. I get bored of design, so I want to do new shit. But you do get to a point. You do get to a point where you get enough DMs about a knife, and you're like, all right, we should just order more of this thing. Like,
I think what Ben's thoughts are on getting bored. I think we change, pretty frequently.
But anyway, I look at Ben and I'm like, how do I fucking be cool like that? I don't go, oh, that guy's fucking stealing my money. Like there's two different ways to look at things. Like one is you're jealous and you're fucking selfish, and the other one is you're just like you can look at the world and be like, this is what's happening.
Well, if Ben was here, he would say the first thing, grow a mullet. That's number one. So no, I don't know.
He would tell us who the OEM is, so you might as well just tell us. All I can say is don't grow a beard because fucking mustaches are horrible. They really
itchy,
are.
Man. Itchy.
God, I hate it, but I can't shave for another 15 days or whatever.
I was going to do a video meme on No Knife November, but
making money seems to be a moral crime in today's world. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Like we do look at it in a weird way. Like you're not like I do it all the time though. Like watch my what's hot videos with the Urban EDC drops, and every one you'll see me talking shit about a price. And you got to check yourself too. I'm a fucking hypocrite, I guess. I don't fucking know, but I look at that JRW fucking bottle cap opener for $115, and I'm like, how the fuck, But then it's like, you can price it whatever you want. That's fine, But that's my initial instinct is like, damn, that's expensive for that. So I get it. People do the same thing with this, but there is a difference in that. And once I know something, once I'm told like this, then I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me. I don't just keep harping on the same shit. Like, I don't know. What the fuck is excess profit? I've never heard of that. I've never had such a thing either. So I don't know. I have no idea. Usually after every release, I'm like, oh, we probably should have charged more for this. So I have no idea what excess profit is. I love the free market. That's why we are free to purchase what we want. And like, yeah, like you don't have to buy this stuff. I don't know. Anyway, there's my rant about it.
And I think at the end of the day, like it all comes down to, well, what's available? What's the similar prices?
Yeah.
Well, if I can't,
what are you willing to spend? Like,
yeah,
if you're never gonna spend 300, then just shut the fuck up.
dude, don't get into watches. That's
You
the
were
answer.
never gonna buy the damn thing. So, like, you know what? You don't have the right to say what you think. Fuck you.
You know, and
I don't
Kevin,
know who I'm talking to, but fuck you. All right.
And if someone's complaining about the price, looking at best case, we're looking at the glass half full here. That means they at least like it. If they didn't care about it, they wouldn't be asking the price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they get discouraged because they're like, oh, it's $300.
Well, and some guys, they save up and they own one and they enjoy that one. And, they're not psychos like us who have a pile full of knives.
Yeah, exactly. If it sells, I guess it's worth it to someone. Yeah, that's a whole nother side of this. People are fucking buying these for 300. So there you go. It's fucking proven that it will sell at 300. Why wouldn't you sell it at 300?
What is the Metallica?
That's one factor right there. If people weren't buying these, the price would go down.
I think it was when the Black album came out from Metallica. They're like, "Oh, you guys are selling out," and their answer was, "Yeah, we sell out every night." You sell out every show.
Lefty code doesn't work for O'Toole fork. Yeah, it's probably because it's already discounted. But make sure you use the link though, because then I'll still get credit for it.
I need my EDC fork, man.
I need my excess profit, Marcel. I need my excess profit. You should buy a Bichon Freeze, Kev. Only then will you be cool like Ben and me. Oh, you got one? Damn. I got a white dog. He's not a Bichon. He's a pit bull basset hound mix. Crazy bastard. I swear he's retarded too. You ever have a dog that like just doesn't? It's almost like they don't even like. I don't know how to explain it. Like he's just not there. He's not all there. It bothers me too. It's like I want to connect with the goddamn dog, and it's just like, nope. Just stares at you like blankly when you want him to do something. It's so frustrating. It's like having it's like when your kid just doesn't listen, and they give you that look like they're listening, but they're just ignoring you. No, this is just like blank stare.
Is it a new dog?
Yeah, I've had him for 2 years now.
Oh,
he's
man,
cool.
Okay, yeah,
he's fine. I'm just saying I would love to like have a bro attachment with him, but I don't. He does sleep. He does fucking take my spot every goddamn night in the bed, so he likes me. But
it's funny, man. They're the personalities and just biology. So yeah, some have that bond.
Yeah, I've had that bond with most of my dogs, so it's weird not having it. Your dog looks at you like you charge too much for your knives. He's waiting for the mullet.
That's it. Get that mullet.
That was a good one, Mike. Oh, almost as good as Creed. Oh God.
Creed's coming back, man. They're going on tour.
I have 2 white Great Pyrenees. They're fucking huge. Yeah, that sounds fucking massive, dude. Because social media has made lots believe that everyone wants to hear their opinion. Yeah, that's true. I mean, then again, I wouldn't be on YouTube if that wasn't true. So I still don't know why some of you guys even watch this shit, but whatever. Thanks.
Where are you at, bro? You got like 20,000 followers, don't you? Subs?
I think I'm close to that. I don't know. I took a big drop down after I had a nice run there for a little bit, but then YouTube was like, nah, bro, chill.
Dude, that's another thing with the knife world in general, man. If you're
Instagram's the worst, dude. Instagram fucking hates me and all of us. Luckily, I haven't gotten the like death knell yet where they're like, your people, nobody will see this unless they follow you. It's like, oh shit, I'm fucked.
We've had that a few times. We've had to delete some content, and it went away.
That's the thing. They nerfed the shit out of my account. Like my growth has been so terrible the last year or two. But I don't know, where do you look for restricted content? I have done. There's no like, I don't have any where they're like, this is restricted, but I can't do ads or something. Not that I ever did, but like I can't do ads, and like, so I'm restricted in some way.
Interesting.
But I have 0 posts that are restricted. How do you look for that? Is there somewhere I'm not looking that I could delete stuff? But like, I really don't understand it.
Yeah, all I know is the account status feature. Actually, anyone on here that has an EDC account, you need to check your account status every once in a while. You know, and I don't know if
there's nothing you can do.
You can just delete the stuff that they flag, but you may not know.
That's what I'm saying. How do you? I've never found the actual stuff that bothers them. They just tell me I'm restricted.
Yeah, it'll pop. They'll. Sometimes it's your account in general. That's probably what you're experiencing.
Yeah, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's knives. That's their they don't have anything to point to other than they just don't like knives. I even had them review it like twice, and they were like, "Nope, we figured out that you suck. You can't have ads and shit, but everything else is fine." I'm like, "Okay." I never tried to do an ad except that one time you like shoved it down my throat, and I was like, "Sure, I'll try this." You know? I don't know. It's so dumb.
That's why we send knives to YouTubers. That's the only thing we got as far as advertising.
Yeah. If Instagram just like cut us off, that would be a big detriment. YouTube would kill us if that went away.
If there was nothing. Oh man, like that would be so sad. Can you imagine?
It's just weird. Like why they care so much. Digital marketing fact. Look at Google's banned ad categories. Okay. Well, somebody tell me where I can look to see if something's restricted, because I'll delete shit if I have to, but I've never been able to find that. I've looked. Hasn't this whole live stream been a Jackal Knives ad? Yeah, not really. I mean, it's mostly been me talking shit on you guys.
He's talking about my shirt. It's my shirt and my water bottle, my product placement.
Come on. I got the Divo stuff. Get out of here. He's just being a dick. He's a dick. That's what he does. It's all in good fun.
I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for showing off my other knives. Ben's gonna get on me.
Oh no.
I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding. Maybe that's Ben's burner account. Who's talking that? Maybe
probably is. It's funny.
Oh shoot.
Oh, I love this thing.
Dude, when's my lefty coming in?
What, the stout?
No, that's the stout. That was I'm sorry.
Those are. I'm hoping early 24.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to have them beat Chinese New Year. That was my goal.
That'd be awesome. Let's go.
Because if you don't beat Chinese New Year, you end up in like end of March.
Yeah.
I kind of want a Jackal water bottle more than enough.
Hey man, these Yetis, bro, are killer.
Yeah, Ian, they're I dropped them off yesterday at the embroidery place, so they're getting sewn up now. I did 55 and 55. Fuck no. 15 in this black, and then I did 10 in navy, which is the same color as that Peace Neighbor Urban EDC collaboration hat. It basically looks black. I thought it was black, which is why I ordered these in black the first time. But it's actually navy, but it's very dark. It's like, it's like this midnight on the Apple Watch. You can barely tell is blue. And then I did navy? 5 in coal, which is like a lighter black, which I really just want one of each. So, but yeah, we did 30 of them. and they'll be $30 a piece. And for all you fucking price Nazis out there, we're paying like $20 or $22 a hat. Okay, so we're ripping you off and making $8.
You greedy.
So I don't know when
greedy pig.
They'll be available exactly, but they should be done in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll sell them. I got hat boxes back there. So
I didn't even look through everyone was requesting.
Like because I know how people are, and I do I like to know things. So like I'm way more transparent than I think anybody should be when it comes to this stuff. Like I'll just tell people the fucking cost. Like I don't even care. But if that helps somebody decide if they want to buy it, sure, whatever. But like I just think putting everything out there makes sense. But I think in general, that's just not really the smartest business model. So,
well, and I mean, honestly, most businesses don't use.
They're made in China, actually, Paul. I checked. I thought they were maybe made here, but the hat is made in China. I was hoping they'd be made in like Pakistan or Vietnam, but no. Of course, it had to be fucking China.
Is that a best tech hat? Is that
the hat's made in China? I don't know how Sean.
Who's the OEM?
He somehow had them remove all the tags and shit. So it just, and then he has like a Peace Neighbor tag sewn in there, but it's the same exact hat. I wish I didn't even ask them to do that. I'm not going that deep. But anyway, yeah, it's made in China, but then they're embroidered in Pennsylvania. They're like 5 minutes from my house.
You said Sean Ashmore's got a hat like that?
Yeah, he's the guy who does the Peace Neighbor stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know. You don't know what that is. Hold on, let me.
No, pull it up.
Yeah,
I know he's a big knife guy.
You don't have to pretend. Hold on, peaceneighbor.com. There we go. That's what got me hooked on these hats. I actually legitimately thought these type of hats were gay as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they're still gay, but I'm gay now, so it's fine. Yeah, I thought they were gay, hipstery, you know. But then I got one. Urban EDC sent me one because they did a collaboration with him, and I just fucking love the hat. I don't know. There's no other way to look at it. I just love the material. And then I just kind of fell in love with the whole flat brim thing. So then I bought another one from him. I bought this blue one. And then I was like, where do you get these hats? I want to make some. That's how that all started.
Interesting. I didn't know he was doing hats. I just knew he was a knife guy. He was on like Metal Complex's live.
Yeah, he started this Peace Neighbor thing because of COVID. It's like a, you know, but I think it is like a business, but it's a cool concept. He has Ranger eyes and he has these hats. But then let me see. Urban. See if I can find the piece. There it is. This is the hat that started it all. Oh. It's just such a fucking sexy hat, dude. That's this hat, but it's technically navy, which I thought was black. So that's why I ordered these black ones to have tested for our hat. But anyway, they sent me one of these, and that's how I got hooked on it.
I've never seen anything quite like with that kind of softer. It's comfortable.
Yeah, it's literally it's the same material that my off the grid shorts are made of. It's called 4-way stretch something fabric. So it's almost like this. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's super thin, super lightweight. It's fucking just amazing feeling on your head. I don't know.
Nice.
That sounded gay, but like I said, I'm fucking gay now, so it's fine. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm bringing gay back. So we're now saying gay again. We're allowed to call things gay, and you're also allowed to say retard, but you don't have to. It's okay. I'm a 90s kid, all right? You are too, I assume.
Yes, sir. 91.
So you know what I'm talking about. Everything was gay back then.
Yeah.
My brother was gay as shit. I literally had an email address. It was timsgay@hotmail.com.
You serious?
That's my brother's
Does he
name.
still have it?
No, but I should try to log into that shit and use it for something. But email him. That'd be great.
Doesn't work.
You were right. Avoid. Nah, hell no, man. I love it. I love it. I've got the blue one. Yeah, I got the blue one too. That one's a little different. It sits a little like snugger on your head. It's interesting. I like it. Depends. I don't wear that one as much, but any chance of a structured hat? I don't know. If I keep being hooked on hats, you might see one. I have a quiet carry hat that's like structured, I guess you would call it. You have solidified yourself as a willing bottom. I'm feeling old now. Thanks. Yep. How many knives made for the launch tomorrow? If you can't say, I get it.
I don't know if we should. Does Ben talk about that? I don't even know.
Sometimes. I don't know. I know sometimes, but I don't know if that's because he just tells me. So it's, I wouldn't say it. If I was employed, I wouldn't say it.
And wanted to stay that way? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I got your back, dude. Don't do it.
Okay. No. No, I know they will be available tomorrow.
If you're asking if you'll be able to get one, you'll be fine.
Let's see.
I actually don't know, by the way. I'm just...
No, I don't know either.
But I know some of the previous ones. When I was a kid, I used to tell my big bro he was gay. I turned out to be right. Oh, shit. That was great. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man, that's great. Just realized you got a 24-month badge? Hell yeah, dude. Where is it?
Man.
Oh, you didn't use it yet? Is that how it works? Like you have to choose to use it or something? I don't know how that works.
I need to become a member. What have I been doing?
Yeah, that's what Johnny meant to say. There's not a lot. Act quickly.
There's only one of each.
He's saying I wondered what that was. Wait, what? Hold on, let me pull up the live because I can't see everything. That's gay if it didn't work. Or if it see, now I'm just saying gay.
It's back.
It is back. Man, that thumbnail looks good, by the way. That picture looks way better on actual YouTube than it did on my phone. No, I don't see it. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. He said, like I said, I get it. Were you at CCKS?
No, I didn't have the chance to go. Me and Kim needed to stay home. And
did Ben go?
Yeah, Ben was there. I think.
Oh, did he have a table?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chris Ortiz was there with him too. Kind of helped man the table. Nice. Jacob Ginsburg was there. That's a cool event, man. I'd like to go next time. There's a lot of cool things out there.
A buy based on exclusivity and without numbers, it poses a problem for my buying. Yeah, I don't think he's going for exclusivity at this point. I mean, I don't think he ever was. The first runs were like 300, so there's no exclusivity there, really.
Yeah, it just really, I mean, our dealers get different amounts. That kind of causes trouble. Sometimes people are like, oh man, the dealer just, they blew away. But we have a nice dealer list now. Go to our authorized dealer page and as Ben always says, work the list. And everyone on there is trustworthy. There's some of these dealers that are, really small that you might not be familiar with, but they take care of you. They really take care of you. Do you have some links? Do you have some links, Kev, with some
I
dealers.
want a golden nutsack. Yeah, the links are all in the description of this video, the live, and my other video about the little bro.
Who do you have as like affiliates? Do you?
That carry Jack Wolfs,
Yeah.
traditional pocket knives.
Cool.
White Mountain. I'm not an affiliate, but I have a code, and not that people can use it on Jack Wolf. Blade HQ, GP Knives, Knives Ship Free. I think you guys added them, right? I have to look, man. I don't even know all my affiliates. House of Blades. That's a big one.
9:48 p.m.
Urban EDC. That'll be next week, but Urban EDC. So it would be those 5 or whatever.
Man, dude, that's awesome.
And then I always put the dealer list link too, if you guys just want to look at all the dealers. Yeah, Blade Capone's cool. I don't have it. I guess I have a code for him. I think I have a code, Lefty 10 or Lefty. I don't know. I think it's like if you spend $100, you get free shipping, or it's one of those type deals. But I don't know if it works on Jack Wolf's, because I know Ben doesn't do codes and shit to keep it even. On the fence about a Woobin X3. That's the owl, right? That one's pretty cool. It's in my car, or it's in my truck. I'm gonna replace it with this. I think did they? Yeah, Olight dropped their stuff today, right?
Is that a different Olight that's got a charger?
Hold on. Let me just make sure I can show this now. Yeah, all right, I can show it. So Olight released the Baton 4, and it comes in that you can get it in this case. On the sale, it's going to be $65 or $70 or something, which is stupid. You get this really nice little guy. This actually takes a 16340, 16350.
Really?
16340. Yeah. It's not an 18350 like the Warrior Nano. So here, I'll just show you, because it's a lot smaller than you'd think it would be. That's an 18350. This is a 16340. So it's a really good EDC size. And then it goes in this case, and that charges it. But finally, this was my biggest gripe on the last version. So now you have a readout. It'll charge your phone. It'll charge anything from the USB-C port. So I'm going to put this in my truck because I had the Woobin X3 in there, and I love it. But when I tried to use it to charge my phone the other day, it was being really finicky and didn't want to charge my phone. And when I tested this, just USB to your phone, boom, and it starts charging it. The other cool thing is you can actually drop in, if you're an Olight fan, you can drop in other lights in here and it'll charge it. So it says Baton 3, S1R2, the Perrin Mini, and the Perrin 2 Mini will all fit in here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to close it with all of them, but you'll be able to drop it in and have it start charging those. So you can actually use this to charge multiple lights. So if you went like camping or something, and you had like 3 of those lights, I mean, you'd basically be set for a weekend. You'd be able to charge 4 or 5 different options in here, and then you get 5,000 milliamp hours out of this. I think
my only issue with those smaller Olights was they always slipping out of my pocket. Those like the 2 and the 3, the batons.
Because of the
clip, I guess.
I've never had I've never had them slip. I'll put a link to the Olight stuff in the chat. I've never had them slip out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this clip because it catches on shit.
I've had it
catch on a bag and literally had a flashlight disappear on me.
Yep.
They do this so that you can put it like this, Oh, no, like this.
Blast yourself in the face.
Yeah. They do it so you can
Yeah.
put it on your hat and use it like a headlamp. If you want a headlamp, I highly recommend the Woobin E7. Think that I've been using that for a month now. I just used it tonight out watering my new trees in the dark, and it's the best fucking headlamp thing ever. You can actually take it off and use it as a regular EDC if you want. But yeah, this clip I don't really like because it'll catch on stuff and literally it's like come out. But yeah, that's the one downside to it. The baton charger seems killer, charges like 5 times and you can charge your phone. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do both of those things. So that wouldn't work. Luke says Olight sucks eggs, dude. Why don't you like them?
I mean, I've
Like,
had
what
some
do
I
you-
like, and I've had some I don't like. You know, I mean, it's just kind of like anything.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, like I was saying, I really don't like the clip, but I don't carry these in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like I've never really, the only Olight I've carried is an i3T back in the day before I
Those
got
are
into
good.
like custom lights. That's actually what I've given away an i3T tonight. But that's how I found out I didn't like the clip because I carried the i3T and I lost it. I had a titanium one. It was like $30, but like back then I was like, shit, I just lost my titanium flashlight. And I found it 2 weeks later. It was hooked to my daughter's daycare bag because I guess I threw the bag over my shoulder when I picked her up and it just pulled the light out of my pocket. But I've never had any issues. I've had like 20 of their lights now. I mean, they've sent me a ton of shit. I give pretty much all of it away to you guys. I've kept like 4 or 5 lights. But I don't carry them in my pocket. I keep them like at my desk, like magnetized to shit. I have one by the back door. I have one like that kind of stuff. So, but I've had a baton something titanium for like 2 or 3 years now that I've used a lot around the house and whatever. Never had an issue with it. So I don't know what people's issues are.
The only thing I think I've heard is like people have issues sometimes with the gun.
I know you hate Olight. I know you hate Olight. Luke says don't shill. Dude, that's literally like, what do you mean? That's all I do is shill. Buy this, Luke. Buy it. There's a link in the comments for you to buy this, dude. I mean, I literally show you stuff and tell you what I think. If you want to call that shilling, you can. But I'm just telling you exactly what I think. To me, that's reviewing stuff and giving you affiliate links, but I've never been paid by Olight other than affiliate commission. But that's you guys deciding to buy the stuff through my links.
And it's not like you're never critical. I mean, come on.
What?
And it's not like you're never critical. Like you're
No.
like a paid rep or something ridiculous.
He just doesn't like Olight for some reason. He'll conveniently ignore it. Trust your salt. Ignore what? That you called me a shill or that you don't like Olight? Did I ignored you? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I know Merceau hates them, but I use my Baton 3 every day at work. It's great for what I do. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you're looking for something affordable to just use and something you could, lose and not be pissed off about or whatever.
Yep.
Can you say why, other than your hate for Olight, their products meet their performance claims and are highly reliable? Yeah, I'd be curious too why you hate them so much. Everything I have has scratches from flashlight and knife pocket clips. Yeah.
For real, the struggle.
Yo, Steve, what up, dude? How's it going, man?
Steve. a twang thing.
I've gone through enough low light, no light firearm courses to not trust O-lights. Gone through enough low light, no light firearm courses to not trust O-lights.
Is that
So
like when
you're
it gives?
saying they didn't work for you, or you just have good eyes? What the fuck are you saying exactly? Can you spell that one out for me a little better, please? They had the melting plastic lens a few years ago. Okay. I know they had the thing where people would have their pocket light on fire before they added the proximity sensors. So
That wasn't a lot, though, was it?
I don't know. But you also had to turn the light on in your pocket. I don't think it was like just turning on.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were the only light that didn't have a proximity sensor. They just they have more product out there than anybody.
Yeah,
but that's definitely a negative. But they did add the proximity sensors, so I don't know. S2, R2 are good too, but old now. i3T's tail caps suck. Flashing in and out after a while. Okay. I don't know if I had the i3T long enough. After that pocket clip incident, that's when I started getting into custom lights, and I got my Hoku, and then I got a CWF. All my O lights have lasted through tons of use. Yeah, I know a couple of guys who strictly use O light for work because they can't find any like custom lights or higher end lights that have the run time and like they don't get hot as fuck. I have one buddy who just uses arc feld. Like he loves the arc feld for work, which makes sense because of the way the construction is, the body style and everything. Baton 1 or Baton 2. You hide them like so. I don't know what we're hiding. O-lights. I got an i3T in the pocket right now. Solid for tasks around the house when you don't want to wake people up. Yeah, because of the really low light. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing people do like about that clip is you get the hat function. So if you don't have the issue where, it comes out of pocket, I don't know. Don't forget the code. Of course, man. Code can't use the code right now on the sale items, but definitely use that LeftyEDC code for sure.
I'm bummed about the fork. I can't use the code.
Merceau, I guess never owned one for a light when I'm working on machines every day. I like a lot of what it does. 3 years and still good. Nice. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you hear the haters. There's the haters. And then you hear the people who are like, I've had one forever. It's been great. Like whatever. And you're going to get that with anything, especially at the level that O-light's at. They're just a huge, like they're really big in the flashlight world. They're like I don't know, what would you say they are? And they're like the Wii Civivi of fucking flashlights because they're in China. Maybe they're more like the Boker. I don't know. I don't know why you're having clip retention issues. My clip holds just fine sitting on my desk. I don't use O-light on firearms. Yeah, I'll be honest. They've sent me, I think, 1 or 2 firearm flashlights, and all I could do was just show them and say, I don't fucking know. Like I don't have long guns that I'm going to test those on or anything. So I don't know. We're lucky nowadays that cheap LED lights work great. Usually, just avoid dropping them, and good luck finding replacement parts. Do they not have? I've never had to deal with their customer service. I mean, I talk to them, but I guess I've never had anything replaced. But maybe their stuff's so cheap that most people are just like, just buy another one. i3T has been a miss for me. 2 to 3 have had tail cap issues. Light ends up strobing. Oh, I had that with my Raylight Pineapple Minis. I had to contact them and get new tail caps like 2 or 3 times and replace them. That sucked. And it makes you not trust them, So I could totally see why you would avoid it. There's infinitely better options that don't send hundred thousands of products to YouTubers for publicity. Why does that matter, dude? That's their business strategy. They send stuff out. Like, dude, they send me the stuff so I can show it to you or anybody, and you can decide to buy it or not. It's not like they're forcing me to say good things. I mean, at least in my experience, they've never said say good things. They literally send me a package with a couple of new items every month, and then they tell me when the sale is, and they usually request a date for the video to go up. They do that, which sometimes I ignore. I just do whatever I want. And then that's it. Like, I don't really understand why you would be mad about that. So you don't like Ben and Jack Wolf either then? Because that's literally what they do.
Where else are we gonna show it?
I got this for free from Ben this month. I'm such a shill. I spent another $300 and got this one because I really wanted another one. I got a fucking case full of them. Half of them were free. The other half I paid for. Why? Because I fucking love them. Because he was smart enough to send them to me.
We can't run ads. What else are we going to do?
There's a balance. Like, I get it. There are people out there who are for sale, I guess. You send them something and they'll just say it's good. But, like, you can see the product. You can, right? Like, and you could watch enough videos on it to get a gauge for if it's good or not. Because I've seen plenty of videos of people being, like, critical on Olights. I mean, I do it myself. Like, I'll tell you the things I don't like. So, I don't know. I feel like that's just, you're just mad because you don't get free shit. I don't know. That's how that comes off to me.
Well, and I mean, I think even specifically for us in the knife world, I mean, we've already talked about it. We can't run ads. What are we going to do? If we didn't, if we can't run ads, we have an Instagram post, we have Facebook.
I'm behind you guys, so we're catching up here. But there's nothing wrong with that strategy. Like, that's how you it's a business. We talked about this earlier. Like, as a business, you want to make money. How do you make money? You sell products. Just because they send them out for people to review doesn't mean they're not good products, or like, I don't really understand. I guess there's this thing because American companies don't do that. But look at ZT. They're sending out fucking their new knife to people for free to review. Like, that's the thing. You got to figure out who you trust and don't trust. I wouldn't hate on a company for it. Like,
well, and guess what? I mean, if you buy a knife from a dealer, you just return it if you don't like it. If that's what you want to do.
I don't know. I find that weird. I get the concept of not liking that, but the mental gymnastics to get to where, like, you hate somebody for it doesn't make sense.
I know.
But again, yeah, you need to figure out who you trust and don't trust. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you watch my stuff, it's possible that you trust me, you know, and what I say. And ultimately, you shouldn't be buying something because somebody says you should buy it. You should be able to, you get a good enough idea, and then if you buy it and you hate it, you just return it. You can return literally anything these days, as far as I understand. I don't know how Olight is, I guess. But I'm pretty sure I have, actually, because my dad ordered an O bulb or something and didn't like it, and he just returned it. So I'm pretty sure they have a pretty straightforward return policy.
And as a consumer myself, like, I think of not, like, let's just say knives. Like, it would be so cool if Benchmade, for instance, was more public. Like, if they were showing off more of their stuff this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
More personable and more like people behind it that are in, you know what I mean? There's something to that. like, for instance, we have some of our YouTubers we send off and they torture test these things. They baton with them. They throw them into pieces of wood. It's like, yeah, I want to see what people can do to this stuff before I buy it. That's cool.
The lights have tack plenty of drops and abuse without failures. No firearm lights either. I had an O-light replaced under warranty, spring failure, and cap. It was an easy process and shipped quickly. Okay. O-light did fix it, but how many times until I just get a different light? Yeah, that's 100% fair, dude. I do think you had a little bad luck, but I would feel the same way you do. I would be saying that if that happened to me. So that's fair. I've had some shit Jack Wolves straight from retail. Gritty shit half stops. I mean, that sucks. I've had like 40 of them, and I've had maybe 2 that I just had to oil, and then they were perfectly fine. I mean, I've definitely had some where I felt the spring could have been a little stronger than others, but I've never had like an issue. I'm trying to think if I've ever had an issue.
Far as gritty, sometimes when they sit at dealers, they dry out. And as far as slip joints go, they cannot be dry. You have to oil them. If you get gritty,
I mean, that's something definitely that Ben started doing at some point. So if he was buying them early on, it's definitely possible he got some that were dry.
They oil them at factory. Now we oil them. And if they sit at a retailer, they can dry out, and then you need to oil them again. It's. I mean, if like GECs, man, like covered in oil, covered sometimes.
I like that tons of YouTubers get to try out the products. I would have a few and get a good idea if it's for me. Yeah. Watch a few. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Dude is just a troll. Ignore him, bashing everything, yet he's still in here watching. Clown face.
Conversational.
Lights I have, I can replace all the parts myself. Actually, Marceau, I wanted to talk to you about that because I was looking at that JC Customs Hydra because I'm trying to buy every custom 14500 light on the market. And I can't get a hold of the guy. Like, I emailed him a few weeks ago to ask the thickness because it's not listed on his website. He only has aluminum available. And then I tried DMing him yesterday. So granted, he hasn't had much time to respond. But it seems like he's not in the game anymore. So I'm a little like, my concern is that I buy one. And then if I have any issues, I can't contact to, replace it or fix it or whatever. Like with Charles, I've had issues with my micro clicks, but I just contact him and he takes care of it every time. You know what I mean? And I was worried that might not be possible. So I was curious, Marceau, if you know that guy at JC Customs or you know anything about it, if he's still making lights or whatever. But in terms of O-Light, yeah, I don't know. I've seen some videos because I've been down the rabbit hole of what's that guy's channel? It's like Shules Lights or something. Seems to be a pretty cool flashlight channel if anybody's interested. Shules is Cheules. And he did like an emitter swap or driver swap or something on an O-Light, which surprised me because I was thinking you wouldn't really be able to replace stuff either. So I do think that like Marceau and maybe Luke, I don't know, are at a level with lights where it's like knives, where I want to swap bearings and I want to do this. And like, imagine a knife company where you couldn't do those things. And maybe that's kind of like, so O-Light's not for you because you like to tinker with your shit and they're not set up for that. They have like digital side switches and shit. You can't like install a new driver or optics or whatever. And granted, I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know how much of that's true, but I think that's kind of the difference here between some of the people in the chat who just want to buy a light and turn it on, have it work, and use it They're not trying to tinker with their light and mod it and shit like that. If you're trying to do that, you're probably not gonna like O-lights. I think we have two camps here.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
It's beautiful, Kevin.
Let's see. Cheaper to send $300 knife to a YouTuber to market it than it is to pay payroll and ads for marketing team. Yeah, I mean,
And we also just can't.
Johnny's the marketing team, I think. So,
Well, and yeah,
but
many other
there's
things.
strategies like in the knife world, advertising on Facebook. I don't think it's going to get you too far.
And with knives, we just know we can't with a lot of places.
Like, unless you're selling some stupid like that. So there's one company that got around it on Facebook by doing that spoon thing.
Spoons, yes.
Like there's no good way to really, you'd think slip joints they would let you get away with.
I know, man.
I don't know. You should be able to tell by the content the reviewer influencer makes. Watch content you feel is honest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really depends. It's glad I was able to jump in. Any chance GM sent you a brass riv? Curious. So they're supposed to be sending me a green canvas one. They asked me, and I don't want brass because it's heavy. But I handled them at Blade West, and they're good. Now, my one concern is they're made in Italy. So they switched OEMs on the riv from Riyadh in China to Italy. So I would much prefer they were made by Riyadh just because you're going to get the quality and everything. And I just don't trust Italy that much. Now, the ones I handled felt good. They were a little thick. Like if you remember the OG Riv, it's definitely a bit thicker, but that's partly because it's a liner lock and now it's made in Italy. But they did feel good. So there's kind of my give and take on that. I'm excited to try it. I think had they not, like if I didn't work with Giant Mouse, I do think I would have spent the money to get one in. But we'll see. Once I get it, I can give you a much better idea. Hopefully that helps. And use my link if you do buy one.
Shill.
Yeah, time for sleep. Yeah, we're getting there. I need to do this giveaway. I didn't realize how late it was. Chat seems extra salty tonight. Dude, I'm happy to have any conversation. Like, that's the thing,
Yeah, it's a good time.
You guys are free to say whatever you want. I'll try to entertain it and give you responses. Like, but he was like, he's going to ignore me. Like, I'm not going to ignore you. I'm just going to tell you what I think, that you're wrong. But it's okay. I get it. Like, I totally get it. Sometimes from the outside, you're like, oh, they're just sending all these people shit to say it's good. Like, but I literally live this. I know that they don't tell me to say it's good. Now, granted, if nobody ever used my code or link, they would stop sending me shit. But that's fucking normal. Like, that's business. Like, there's a point where you're like, I'm supposed to be helping them advertise, market more like, right, by doing the reviews. But if nobody's watching those or nobody's actually like clicking the link or whatever, then there's no reason to send me the stuff. And I honestly, I wouldn't be upset if that happened. I'd be like, okay, that makes perfect sense. I'm not helping you. So, like they are sending free stuff. Like there's a point where they need to get some kind of return on that. That doesn't mean that they're paying you for something. Like there's a difference there. And I think in this day and age with social media, it is hard to tell because there are a lot of people that are bought advertisers, but you can tell who those are. It's so obvious when they do a reel or a video and it's just basically an ad. Like, but if you watch my videos, that's not at all what happens. Like, I just open the thing and I fucking ramble about what I think about it. And I would guarantee you probably can't find a video about Olight where I'm just like, buy this, buy this, buy this. Like, So, you know, what up, Austin? How's it going, man? Good to see you. We were talking about you earlier. We were talking shit earlier. No, just kidding. I was talking about how good the hedgehog is. And
I need to get my hands on the LCB.
Yeah.
The LCB. I think it's sweet.
I bought 3 jacks now because I trust Kevin. Hell yeah, dude. You bought one off me.
Oil the joint.
Wait, which one did I sell? Did I sell you the pink cyborg? I think I might have sold him the pink cyborg.
Kevin, what are you doing, man?
No, it was a big bro. It was a gecko big bro, I think.
Nice.
Also fantastic. I had too many of them. It's like I gotta sell some of these. Man, he's angry. I'll never order from you either.
Well, Troy's books are closed, so
Troy says, doesn't bother me, thanks. This is good stuff, guys.
Yeah, man, we need to. Is this on record? Are we recording this?
I don't know. But that's the thing, like, we can have discussions. That's the biggest issue with today is you can't just have this conversation. It had to devolve into, like, you know, being upset and I'm not buying your shit. And, like, you know, you can just say what you think and then we could talk about it and then we can all fucking be friends. Like, I don't know. Like, we can also not like each other. That's fine too. But it's almost like, no, it's like if you don't agree, you fucking hate each other. It's like, it's a new rule, you know?
And just a lot of this stuff in general, like knife production. I mean, we are in the golden age of the knife world, man. When's the Yeti? No, that's me. I have the logo files, man. I went and made this myself.
Oh yeah,
made this bad boy
well,
myself.
You gotta convince Ben.
We'll talk about an expensive product.
Hell yeah,
Lefties, man. That's where.
Unfortunately, I bought way too many because of myself too. Why get offended over how other people spend their money? Yeah, I don't know.
It's virtue signaling for.
I don't think anybody timed him out. I didn't. What did he say? You're right here, dude. What do you?
I'm confused.
Man.
I'm not following the chat tight enough. I need to go back.
If anybody did time him out, please don't do that again. There's no reason to. But I don't get alerts when that happens. So, all right.
It's past my bedtime, bro. What is it? 12:30 your time?
That's my bedtime too. So giveaway. Hopefully Luke wins. I got a Kaiser. They sent me this for free, by the way. A Kaiser Swedge. This is a Laconic series. I got an Olight i3T2 in this Dragon Phoenix. That's not my style at all. But it's an i3T. It's the new one. I don't know what the 2 is for. Their description makes it sound like the new 2-way pocket clip offers versatile carrying options. But it's the same clip, right? That's the one thing I didn't get, is it's the same clip.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. Maybe the lights are gay as fuck.
He's gonna win. He lives in Canada and he's gonna win.
You're using my own shit against me. He's in Canada? God damn it. That's right.
I don't know. Is he?
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know. Do you live in Canada, Marcel? It's kind of a Canadian name. It's kind of a Canadian name. Where's Happy Haptics? He disappeared too at some point.
Yeah, it's 12:30, man. What are you talking about?
At some point. Oh, Dr. Drew said I gave him a minute to cool up. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, please. Unless I say I would never. I don't think I'd ever actually tell anybody to time somebody out. I'll deal with anybody. I'll deal with it. For me, it's fun. I'm having fun.
We gotta have something to talk about.
Yeah. How's Ben doing after the surgery? Is he doped up?
I don't think so. I think he's like completely trying to go without many meds.
French Canadian AF. That's hilarious. He got banned also. How would he get banned? He's right here. I don't think he
I'm
got
hungry.
banned.
Some nugs right now sound
That's
good.
all right. Dr. Drew was trying to, he was trying to moderate. That's fair. He is a moderator. So, all right. Oh, there's also this really cool light patch.
He is ginormous.
It's got a little ring on it. This must be a model they have. I've never seen that one with the ring. That's a big ass. That must be like the full size Warrior. Then I have a Ant Designs quick release in blue aluminum, which is cool. And then I have a Divo Knives Band-Aid dispenser right here. And then I have a sticker. So that's the giveaway. Let's do.
I need to get me a Band-Aid dispenser, man. Those things are money.
You didn't take one at the
I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't see him.
Well, see, that's your fault for not doing it.
Missed out. I'm a loser. I have to get it. You going to bring him to Texas? You going to Texas?
What?
You going to Texas, right? Play Texas?
Yes, I am.
See you there, son.
What is that saying? It has like a plus sign. All right. I think you guys got to do all caps with this one, all right? Just putting it out there. Make sure you do all caps.
I got to type that one in.
Did I spell that right? Luke. Hashtag Luke loves Olight. Okay. That's how you win the giveaway tonight. It's pretty funny that we have Olight stuff to give away too.
I gotta win that Band-Aid dispenser, man. I need to get in on this. Gotta get in on that.
Oh, you're in.
I gotta get in on that, man. I need that Band-Aid dispenser.
Man. I want to see if Luke tries to get in on. Yeah, he did. I love it. All right, at least being a good sport. So I'm down with that. I'm down with it. Maybe you'll fall in love with the i3T if you win.
Those things are sweet, dude. I got one of those hooked on my Leatherman sheath.
I'm playing for Luke.
Everyone's gonna ship. If anyone wins, you got to ship it to Luke. That's
great.
Man, that Valley Fork has a good ting to it. You can hear it.
Dude, this thing's sick, man. For being a Valley Fork. My biggest issue with it is it doesn't have a bend like a fork would, you know? So you gotta like
it's just
jab like this. Like a fork, you can kind of scoop as you know?
Because we're definitely buying that for utility to bring to lunch.
Everybody's playing for Luke.
I love it.
Guys, what if this was Luke's plan?
He's an evil genius.
Yeah.
It's like, probably Ben's burner.
How do I win some Olight stuff? Talk shit on Olight. Also, thank you for all the free advertising of Olight tonight, Luke. You really helped push momentum forward.
Yeah, Luke is Ben. Luke is Ben's burner.
Yeah, he probably is.
No, that dude's asleep. You
can tell because Luke spelled backwards is mullet. I talked like shit. Nobody loves me. It's true. It is true, man. I don't know. What happens if Luke actually? Then I send him the stuff. What do you mean? That's what happens.
Everyone's going after Olight. Let's go. Oh man. Well, Ben missed an excellent video today.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll give you guys another minuto. Still 100 of you guys at midnight, 12:30. Jesus, you guys are animals.
Oh no, Troy, does that mean you'll open your books? You lost a customer.
But then we know his address.
Oh.
Why would we know his? I would know it. That would be it. I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not a douche. If I win, you can still send Luke the Olight. No, I'm not sending 2 packages. You gotta send him everything or nothing. I'm not your middleman, Steve. It's only 11:30 here. Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right. All right. Jeez.
Man, it's 10:30 here, bro, and I'm tired.
Oh, do I already know your address? I'll just look it up. Sorry. Man, but it is true though, man. It's like, will this make it? No, that got rid of you. We don't want to do that. Olight and Jack Wolf, you guys do get a lot of what do you call it? Not controversy, but like there's always discussions around it. Like it's Jack Wolf, it's always the price for some reason. I don't know why people
it's
just
slip joints, man. People don't think slip joints cost as much money.
Is it because GECs exist for $120 made here? They're just made completely differently out of completely different materials. But I think that could be part of it. Maybe people can get customs for that or whatever. But it's funny because there always is this discussion about it. Same with Olight. You always get the haters when it comes to it. It's just interesting.
I mean, conversation, man.
I blame Rough Rider.
People are passionate about it.
Yeah, people are passionate. That's for sure.
But it's true though. Like we get a lot of that. Well, hey, for a slip joint, I'm not paying that. And I think it's just like, oh, there's no locking mechanism, so it must be cheaper, or it's smaller. So
that is one thing. The modern guys, they're like, oh, it doesn't have a lock. It's like, why is the lock expensive? Like, what are you talking about?
No, man. If anything, getting this to be so precise and
but they don't look at it that way. They look at it like slip joints have been around forever. I can buy a Swiss Army knife for $20, so it should be cheap,
And it's definitely just as nice.
People think he's making excessive profit. All right,
that's why.
Here we go. I'm gonna hit it.
Let's go. Come on, Luke.
Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. I wish I could do it in the background and make him win.
Let's go.
That's
roll it on, man. Hit it again.
Almost unfair. Hold on. All right. You can have that, and I'll give away here. I'll give away this Baton 4 in the case, all right? We'll do a second one for this. All right. You get the case. This is the good stuff right here. You'll be happy.
You can literally run it again if you want, man. Like I put it in there as a joke.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I don't, dude.
You didn't have any like inside knowledge or anything, so it was fair. But I feel bad because you were the guest, so I'm gonna pull it again for this.
All
right.
Again.
All right. For the other giveaway. That is not going in my truck now.
Oh no,
Jim
way to go, Jim.
Cagliaferra. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. Jimbo. He said, "What? I'm playing for me now." Yeah, he's like, "Fuck that i3." Olight owns Jack Wolf.
That's our OEM. That's our
The
OEM.
OEM is Olight. I don't know who makes their light. I don't know if because they don't make their own knives. Do they make their own lights?
Well,
They
yes,
must at
Kaiser
this
does the
point.
knives, but I
At this
think it's
point, they
Olight.
must, right? Does anybody actually know that answer? If Olight makes their own lights, or do they use an OEM like we do with knives, or they do with knives? Interesting.
I know Sean Carey went to like the factory or something and showed that off a little bit. I don't know. That's hilarious.
Did I do that? Oh shit, dude! I'm like my dad over here, fucking stupid on the computer. My keyboard wasn't working. I don't know. I must have hit something. All right, Jim. I put my email right in the chat there. It's a couple comments under yours. Shoot me an email with your address. That's it. Just your name and address. Okay. Don't give me anything else. And if anybody asks you for anything else, don't give it to them. Just saying. I am Santa on vacay. Okay. All right. All right, Santa. Olight makes their own. I've seen their testing manufacturing. Have you ever seen their shipping warehouse in Virginia? It's insane, dude. They have like they have robots and shit that grab them and like, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. They invited me to their O-Fan Day thing this year, but I had I was moving that weekend. I was
How far are you from it?
Excited to go. What?
How far are you from there?
I don't know. It's in Virginia, so like 5 hours. They were gonna like fly me and pay for a room and all this shit. Yeah.
Dang.
It would have been kind of cool, but I didn't make it. All right. I don't know if I have your address. You'll have to just DM me it when you get a chance.
I'll hit you up, man. I'll hit you up. That's hysterical.
Johnny. Don't feel bad, dude. It's fine.
I think it's funny. I was in it for the culture, but I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you.
Pretty sure Olight is run by AI. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for the lovely discussion tonight. That was a blast.
We had a good time.
I appreciate you guys. And Donnie, thanks for coming on. Do you want to do like one last Jack Wolf pitch for the drop or something? I don't know.
Jack Wolf knives, buy them. No, I don't know. No, what does Ben say? Yeah, dropping tomorrow.
Here's what Ben would say. I got you.
Yeah, do it for me. I want you to do this for me.
The drop is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Go to our website. You'll see the dealer list, so you can check out your favorite dealers, and you can, what does he call it? Something the list? Work the list?
Work the list.
And then here's the kicker. This is what Ben would say. I want to make sure I plug my Facebook group, Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. It's a great community. We got a bunch of great people in there. No bullshit or anything. It's just really fun. So join the group. And thank you guys. Appreciate you having me on, Kev. It was a great time. Thank you very much. And have a great night.
And that was like,
it was Ben. It's almost like I have a mullet.
Yeah, see?
All right. Thanks, Donnie. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you, Kev. Appreciate chat, everybody.
All right, guys. Awesome. Have a great night. Peace.